Nationals wearing their navy blue uniform tops, white pants, white lettering outlined in red, red numerals outlined in white, Nationals across the chest in cursive. Cash in on the baseball action with Prize Picks. That's the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Download Prize Picks, use code BRAVES, get $50 instantly when you play $5. You must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. Behind the plate calling balls and strikes is the crew chief, Quinn Walcott. First base umpire is Edwin Jimenez. Second base umpire is Ramon De Jesus. And the third base umpire is Austin Jones. Here's the leather for Washington. Andres Chaparro is at first base. Paul DeYoung is at second. Nasim Nunez, sure-handed shortstop. Third baseman is Brady House. And the outfield for Washington, Dalen Lyle is in left. Jacob Young is in center. Dylan Cruz in right. The catcher is Riley Adams. And on the mound, the left-hander Mackenzie Gore. 6'2", 195-pound southpaw from Whiteville, North Carolina. He's 26 years old, and he's making his 29th start of the season. He's gone 5-14 with a 4.14 ERA. And in times past when we've seen him, Darren, he's been very good. But he had a really rough stretch right after the All-Star break.
Yeah, he sure did. He had a tough July. He had 3 starts out of 4 where he gave up 8 and 6 earned runs. That's why those numbers have really ballooned. He's still a good pitcher. Don't be fooled. Got really good stuff. He's probably the best these Nats have to offer.
They'll be facing Profar, Olsen, and Acuna. He is ready. So is Profar. Second game of the doubleheader. And now for the ball game. The first pitch misses low. Starting up at 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central. So a lengthy delay. Finally, game 2 of the doubleheader. Braves won game 1, 6-3. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Jerks and Profar. Switch hitter batting from the right side takes a called strike, 1-1. What are these Braves hitters going to be seeing from Mackenzie Gore?
Yeah, Mackenzie Gore's got a good 4-seam fastball, likes to pound the top of the zone with it. Usually around 95, 96. We have seen it up to 98, 99 before.
1-1 pitch, low and in.
And then if that isn't enough, you got to worry about, he's got a big curveball, probably his biggest strikeout pitch, also has a slider, and sprinkles in the changeup and the cutter. The changeup, occasionally to righties, not as much to lefties, but yeah, a lot of offerings for him.
And we'll see what it all looks like in these conditions as the rain picks up a little bit. It's been on and off. Well, it's on now. Swirling through the air. Profar takes a ball low. And a 3-1 count. And it's one of those things where you just know going in it's going to be like this the entire evening. We saw it in the back half of that second game for the doubleheader. Just embrace it and go with it. About all you can do. 3-1 pitch on the way to Profar. No fouling back here towards us, 3-2. Folks, the time of the first pitch tonight brought to you by Schumann Farms. Look for Real Sweet Brand Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms in a store near you.
I'll say this, Ben, early in my career, it used to really frustrate me, and it rattled me. I couldn't perform, and you waste a lot of energy worrying about it.
3-2 pitch. Profar fouls one off.
And then after you do it a few times, you pitch in conditions like this, you realize, hey, I can't control any of this, right? So I'm just getting myself all worked up, feeling sorry for myself because I have to pitch tonight and not tomorrow when it's sunny. You just got to do your job. It's part of the gig.
They tell you to go, you got to go.
You got to go.
Block it all out. 3-2 on Profar. Here it is from Gore. And Profar lands one right over the shortstop, Nasim Nunez. Leadoff single for Profar. It's an impressive at-bat, but he's had so many at-bats, especially in this series, where he's fouling off tough pitches, going deep in counts, and then whacks a base hit to left field.
Yeah, certainly. That's all you can ask for out of your leadoff hitter, right? Is working that starter, letting the guys in the dugout see what he's got. That was a high curveball. He went up and tomahawked into left field.
That was a 7-pitch battle. Now here comes Matt Olson. He's homered in 4 straight games. First pitch he sees is a called strike. For Mackenzie Gore, his last outing was on the 11th at Miami. Went 5 innings, surrendered 2 runs on 4 hits, a couple walks, 4 strikeouts. Not a bad line, but still took the loss. In fact, he's taken a loss in his last 2 starts. Olson swings and misses at a fastball coming in there at 95. Altogether, Gore hasn't won a start since August 10th at San Francisco. But he's put up good numbers in his career versus the Braves. This is his 8th career start versus Atlanta. And in the previous 7, he's gone 3-2 with a 3.28 ERA. First time the Braves have seen him this year. That'll be fouled back. You think about the Braves and Nats in the same division, you simply wouldn't believe that we're in September and this is the first time you've seen their best pitcher.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. Just that big gap in the middle of the season. And then, 7 games out of 10 against each other. So very familiar with each other here at the end of the year.
You'll likely see him again in Atlanta. Here comes the 0-2 pitch on the way to Matt Olson. And Matt with a fly ball hit well to left field. Lyle to the warning track, shy of the wall, makes the catch. Boy, Matt gave it another ride. Couldn't quite get it out of here. But that's the way that he's been striking the ball lately. Everything has been hit very hard. But this one stays in the ballpark. Back to first base for Profar and 1 down.
That one might have had a shot last night. You know, these cold airs, denser air, the ball doesn't fly as far. The rain obviously doesn't help. But you got to love the process. Hit it hard.
Olson has really put some good swings on opposing pitchers lately. But 1 down. Here's Ronald Acuna. Ronald 5 hits in this series. He's gone 5 for 8. Takes a called strike. Of those 5, 3 were in game 1 of the doubleheader earlier today. He had 3 singles, also had a walk, and then last night a single and a home run. Altogether, he's been on base 6 times. Profar lead at first, gets the attention of Gore, and he throws over there. Gore is in his 4th season in the big leagues. 1 season with the Padres. That's the team that drafted him. And this is his 3rd season with Washington. This is his 101st Major League start. Acuna takes the ball outside. Gore, an all-star this year. And he was originally the 3rd overall pick in 2017 by the Padres. Out of high school there in North Carolina. Signed with San Diego over his commitment to East Carolina. There's a ball high, 2-1. And then he was traded here in August of 2022 in the deal that sent Juan Soto to San Diego. And that was a massive haul the Nationals got in return. Abrams, Wood, Gore, Hassel. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way to Ronald Acuna. Ronald sends one foul into the seats along the first base line. One other thing to keep an eye on tonight. We mentioned the wet conditions for Gore and, of course, for everybody. But last season, Gore led the league with 14 wild pitches. He's currently leading the league this year with 12. So on a night where it's not easy to grip a baseball for a guy who already throws lots of wild pitches, that certainly could come into play. That almost hit Ronald. Came inside there with a fastball, and the count 3-2 on Acuna.
Yeah, Gore loves to spike his curveball and his slider, and I think that's where a lot of those wild pitches come in. But yeah, with a wet ball, man, you could airmail one to the backstop very easily.
Profar jumping around at first base. Acuna takes the ball low and inside, missed with a changeup, and that's ball 4. First walk allowed by Mackenzie Gore. Down to second for Profar. And the Braves looking to pick up right here where they left off in game 1 of the doubleheader. As they scored 6 runs on 13 hits. In fact, the Braves in the first 2 games of the series, 17 runs on 29 hits. Ozzie Albies digging in there, batting from the right side. First pitch to Ozzie, swings and pops one up down the right field line, towards the line. Right fielder Dylan Cruz maneuvers that way, makes the catch about 10 feet from the line. And 2 down here in the top of the first inning. Ozzie's put up some good numbers in his career versus Gore. So it's Harris, Ozuna, Acuna. They've all put up some decent numbers against Mackenzie Gore. Two down for Ozuna. Ozuna 6 for 16 with a homer in his career versus Gore. That's a .375 average. First pitch fastball misses high. 1 ball and no strikes. Game 1 of the doubleheader started at 1:05 Eastern. And here we are at almost 9 o'clock playing game 2. Supposed to be a split doubleheader that was going to start at 6:45 with the second game. And a 2-hour delay right on the nose before we started game 2. 1-0 pitch. Missed there to Ozuna. 2 balls, no strikes. Guessing a lot of screen time in between games for these players.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of hanging out, scrolling the feeds. I'm sure there were some card games. Nats clubhouse, pretty good one for a delay.
Hitters count, 2-0 pitch. And he takes a called strike. Yeah, not a bad size down there.
The hardest part about delays was keeping the pitchers out of the kitchen. You give us too much free time, man, we'll just plop down in there and eat. But yeah, they have a nice setup in there, a little game room, a lounge. You can watch movies. A lot of card games in the locker room.
2-1 to Ozuna. Low and inside, 3-1.
I remember this time of year, I think it was 2 years back, there was a big fantasy football trade in the Braves Fantasy League during a rain delay like this. So I texted a source down there. I'm trying to find out if we had any trades here tonight.
Checking the wire down there in between games. 3-2 pitch. That'll be fouled off by Ozuna. 3-2. I mean, sometimes boredom alone would drive you to do something just to shake things up.
Yeah. That's a long day in that locker room. You know, it's not particularly nice outside here today. A little rainy, so you're not going to come enjoy the outdoors. So, yeah, you're stuck under the clubhouse, under the bleachers there.
You'd have time to turn your entire roster over in fantasy if you wanted to. Runners will take off here. Runners at first and second. 3-2. That'll be swung on, fouled off by Ozuna. Do it again with a 3-2 count. No score, top of the first. Braves looking to crack Mackenzie Gore here in the top of the first inning. Profar singled. Olsen flied out. Acuna walked. Albies flied out. Good wheels aboard. Ozuna finds a gap. That would score one easily. Likely 2 runs. Let's see if Ozuna can come through. 3-2. Inside, ball 4. That'll load him up for Michael Harris. Well, anytime you load the bases in the first inning, regardless of who is pitching in the bottom of the inning, you want to give that man a lead. But you think about this situation for the Braves. They're loaded 2 down, and the prospect of handing Chris Sale an early lead is a huge one for the Braves. That could go a very long way. That's in the hands of Michael Harris. Harris has hit 2 homers in his career versus Gore. First pitch to Michael. There's a ball high and outside. Harris in his career versus Gore 3 for 12. That's only a .250 average, but 2 of those 3 have landed in the seats. It's a left-on-left matchup. Gore versus Harris. 1-0 pitch on the way. Broken bat roller out to second from shallow right. DeYoung has it. Throws to the bag, and Gore beats him there by just a beat. And that ends the top of the first inning. So the Braves leave them loaded. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left aboard. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Braves nothing, and the Nats coming up when we come back.
Go ahead, caller. Got a question for Michael Harris II?
Michael, seriously, is that your Ford Bronco?
Yeah, a customized Bronco Raptor.
What do you like about it?
It's a great drive, comfortable, lots of smart tech, and it's ready for just about any adventure. And I look good in it.
No matter where you go to find your next adventure, find it in a smart and
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. 1 more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah & Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah & Farah, Tampa.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since
6 to 10 on 680 The Fan.
No score to the bottom of the first inning. Before we dive in, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game, live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
For the Nats here in the bottom of the first inning, it'll be Nasim Nunez, Dylan Cruz, and Josh Bell. And taking on the lefty Chris Sale, making his 19th start of the year. And Chris, 6'6", 180, the lefty from Lakeland, Florida. ready to bring his first pitch, and here it is to Nasim Nunez, switch hitter batting right. He swings and sends one foul. Here's the leather for Atlanta. Matt Olson is at first base. Ozzie Albies is at second. Nick Allen, the shortstop, and Nacho Alvarez is at third. In the Braves outfield, Jerkson Profar is in left. Michael Harris is in center. Ronald Acuna in right field. Sandy Leon is the catcher, and Chris Sale on the mound. Chris just misses there. And the count at 1-1 strike. Interesting battery tonight because it's Leon and Sale, and these two go way back to their Boston days, don't they?
Yeah, they've done a lot of work together. These two know each other very well.
1-1 pitch. Nunez with a fly ball towards foul ground down the right field line and into the seats. 1-2.
Yeah, they did. You know, Chris has been very good for a long time, but a lot of his really most eye-popping years were in Boston with Sandy Leon back there behind the dish. So I'm sure they're excited to reunite here.
Ready with a 1-2. Pitch on the way to Nunez, and he'll send one foul. As for these two, in terms of catchers who have caught Sale, the only catchers who have caught Sale more than Leon, Tyler Flowers and A.J. Pierzynski. Of course, both when Sale was with the White Sox. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Low and inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leon caught him 68 times. And Sale and Leon, when they've worked together, an opponent's batting average of 197. That'll play. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way to Nunez. And he's going to loop one into center for a base hit. Pretty impressive at bat by Nunez. And he's aboard with a leadoff single. Sale on the season, 5-5 with a 2.52 ERA. He's coming off a loss against the Cubs in his last start. That was on September 10th. Went 5 innings versus the Cubs, allowed 3 runs on 7 hits. He walked 1. He struck out 9. And in all 3 starts since coming back from the injured list after the fractured rib injury, he struck out 9 in each start. There's Dylan Cruz. Pick off over to first base, and Nunez back in standing. No score, bottom of the first inning. Dylan Cruz 1 for 6 in this series. Cruz, a Florida boy, 23 years old, so I'm sure he grew up seeing Sale a lot. Runner on the move, pitches a ball outside, throw down, leaks through Ozzie, rolls into shallow center, but backed up by Allen. And Nunez holds there with a stolen base. That is Nunez's 8th steal in 9 attempts this year.
You know, we saw these Nats early in the season. They were leading the National League in steals. They've slowed down a little bit. From what I understand, that's because of the change in managers. Miguel Cairo not as aggressive on the bases as Davey Martinez was. But they still have a lot of guys that can run.
1-0 to Cruz, and a fly ball to center field. Over to his right, Michael Harris in stride makes the catch. He comes up gunning to third base, and holding at second base is Nunez. Speaking of Harris, and final out there in the top of the first inning, broke his bat. That was brought to you by Gorilla Glue. For the toughest jobs on planet Earth, the official sponsor of broken bats is Gorilla Glue. 1 down for Josh Bell. For Sale, we mentioned that he's never beaten the Nationals in his career. He's 0-2 against them with a 3.42 ERA. 6 previous appearances, 4 of which have come as a starter. And they're one of 4 major league franchises he's never beaten in his career. There's the pitch on the way to Bell. There's a ball low and inside. He's never beaten the Braves, and we hope that that continues to be the case. But he's also never beaten the Marlins of all teams, the Cardinals, nor the Nationals. Trying to change that tonight. Bell hitting .231. Switch hitter, swings up on the right side. Swings and misses of that changeup. And that's a pitch we've seen a little bit more often from Sale, isn't it?
That's what I'm trying to figure out here. I'm trying to pull it up. It seems like he's already thrown 5 changeups this inning, and he's only thrown 10 pitches. So maybe that's part of the game plan against all these right-handed hitters tonight.
1-1 to Bell. Called strike. That time got a fastball over. Fastball came in at 90.
Yeah. That's the other thing I'm a little worried about. Fastball has been 91, 92 here tonight. So I was trying to figure out if those changeups were fastballs. And it's the first cold night I can remember Chris pitching in a while. So sometimes you do have to adjust to that.
65 degrees. That's going to drop a few more degrees by the time it's all said and done. 1-2 to Bell. Check swing. Didn't go after the slider. I mean, you'll see the changeup from Chris, but he's typically fastball, mid-90s, and slider. And he'll still display that, but I think that is interesting. More changeups here early.
Yeah, it's like it's a point of emphasis here.
2-2 pitch. A little bit low and inside with a slider.
Yeah, even the slider is down 3-4 miles an hour as well.
Three-two to Bell. Bounce foul on the third baseline. For Sale, 15 seasons in the big leagues. A career record of 143 wins versus 88 losses and a career ERA of 3.01. And he enters the action tonight with 2,555 career strikeouts, 35th all-time in Major League history. 3-2 pitch. That'll be sent foul into the seats along the first baseline. We could see him pass some big names this evening. He's 2 strikeouts from passing Jerry Koosman for 34th place. He's 6 strikeouts from passing Cole Hamels for 33rd place, and 10 strikeouts from passing Tim Keefe for 32nd place. We could really climb the list with a high strikeout evening tonight, but that could be difficult in these conditions. No score, bottom of the first. 3-2 to Bell. Punch foul down the left field line. Having a hard time putting him away.
He's missing a little bit of zip on that slider, too. You know, it's down about a mile an hour and a half on average, 2 miles an hour. So, you know, it's just not going to be quite as devastating at that lower speed. It's going to be a bigger, loopier, slower breaking ball.
Again, the 3-2. And he struck him out. Fastball, 95 on the inside corner. That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's great. It seems like he was getting a little tired of Josh Bell just fighting off pitches. He said, all right, here comes the express. And that's more where we're used to seeing him 95 miles an hour. Maybe you just need a little motivation there.
Hey, Atlanta, it's the little things we do together that can make a big difference. Atlanta area Chick-fil-A restaurants are teaming up with the Atlanta Braves Foundation on the Home Plate Project to help fight food insecurity for families in need. Show your support by visiting braves.com/homeplate to learn more about food distributions in your area. No score, bottom of the first. 2 down for Dalen Lyle. He's been a dangerous hitter in this series. First pitch to Lyle, the ball low and outside. You know you're going really well as a batter when you're a lefty, and they have you not only in the lineup, but as a cleanup hitter against Chris Sale. Typically, managers try to load up with righties, and you want a righty batting cleanup. I know Lyle's been swinging it well. Here comes the 1-0 pitch on the way from Sale. Missed outside, 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, that's the ultimate compliment. Lefties this season just 6 for 44 with 5 singles and 1 triple off of Chris. So yeah, you better pack a lunch if you're standing in that box against Chris Sale. Lyle gets to test himself here tonight.
Lyle, 22-year-old rookie from Louisville. And the 2-0 pitch. Big chopper out towards first, taken on the second hop by Olsen. Flips to the bag, and Sale just does win the race to first base. He legs it out to beat Dalen Lyle. There's out number 3. That ends the bottom of the first. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the top of the second. No score in Washington.
Braves fans, everyone's first pick for ice cold refreshment is back at McDonald's. The Braves Frozen Fanta, a winning blend of frozen Fanta.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you, the gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Now at Verizon, lock in our low price, plus call Latin America whenever. Call Abuelita for her croqueta recipe. Celebrate that goal with your primos. And save big with Verizon. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. And free calls to Latin America for 3 years to an eligible country after $10 a month. Stop by your Miami Verizon store today. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Must add global choice plan within 30 days of activation. $10 per month credit applied for 36 months. Terms apply. Up to 5 hours per month to designated country.
Or the locker room on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Into the top of the second, no score. Braves and the Nationals in Game 3 of this 4-game series. It's the second game today. Go back to last night. Braves just wore them out. Took them down 11-3 in Game 1 of this series, then kept that rolling in Game 1 of the doubleheader today. And a 6-3 win. And now with a win tonight, Braves can take the series and go for a 4-game sweep tomorrow. Braves had him loaded in the first inning, couldn't score. It'll be 7-8-9 for the Braves here in the second with Leon, Alvarez, and Allen. Last time we saw Sandy Leon, he was putting on a show in that finale against Houston in Atlanta. And he takes the ball outside. Hit a homer, his first homer in the big league since 2021. And this is really saying something because it's Sandy, but he probably felt like he was floating around the bases after hitting that homer. 1-0 pitch on the way. Leon hits a high fly ball up into the rain, deep to left field, at the wall. A leap and a grab by Dalen Lyle. I think if he hits that earlier today, it's out of here. But right now, amongst all this rain, couldn't quite get enough juice behind it. Just missed another homer.
Yeah, that would have been right on time with your narration there. I was actually in the stands for that home run that he hit, and it was cool. I was really excited for Sandy.
Coming off the bat, I thought he got one right there. There's a called strike on Nacho Alvarez. Alvarez takes the ball high. You know, I jokingly say that about Sandy, 35 years old, and they got him at 5'10", 235, and even that measurement might have been from about a decade ago.
He's thick, yeah. He's well put together. There's a lot of muscle in there, too.
Yeah, he's who you want back there. He's perfect for a guy to go along with Drake Baldwin and help him along the way when he was in the minor leagues and now here.
It's funny, now you say that, you know, some pitchers prefer different body shapes on catchers that they throw to. Some guys don't like having a huge, broad-shouldered catcher. They prefer a more compact guy. So it's all personal preference.
1-1 to Nacho. He swings and misses. Did you have a personal preference?
I liked big catchers. I did. Matt Wieters was the catcher I worked with probably the most, and he was 6'5", 250, I would say, 240.
Just bigger target.
Yeah.
There's the 1-2 pitch. Alvarez swings and misses for strike 3. Do you have a preference as a broadcaster and producer engineers?
Yes, I like them to be hoistable. So that when I have to carry him up the steps, that it's much easier.
You get the right place. 2 down here in the second. By the way, it's the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. And if the Braves steal a base here in the second inning, our contestant, Tom Henson, will win $1,050. There's a called strike on Nick Allen. $1,050 in free marathon gas cards, that is. You can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/StolenBaseChallenge. Nick Allen takes the ball outside. Well, ever since the Braves got Ha-Seong Kim, it has been all Kim at shortstop for Atlanta. But here in this doubleheader, Nick Allen getting an opportunity. 1-1 fouled off. Last time Nick started a game was on September 1st. That was at Chicago at Wrigley Field. He was the Braves starting catcher for about 5 months. 1-2. And Allen punches one out to first, taken on the bounce by Chaparro. Races to first, just as beat Nick Allen. And the Braves go down to 1-2-3 in the top of the second. No winner in the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. We go to the bottom of the second, no score.
Great teams win with smart plays.
Just like great businesses win with Saia LTL Freight.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah and Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now at Verizon, lock in our low price, plus call Latin America whenever. Call Abuelita for her croqueta recipe. Celebrate that goal with your primos. And save big with Verizon. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. And free calls to Latin America for 3 years to an eligible country after $10 a month. Stop by your Miami Verizon store today. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Must add global choice plan within 30 days of activation. $10 per month credit applied for 36 months. Terms apply. Up to 5 hours per month to designated country. Overage apply.
These are your own old warped windows and doors. This is the Power Company. Want to make it a fair fight? Get energy-efficient custom windows and doors.
Subscribe to the feed at 680thefan.com.
Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you from rainy Nationals Park here in Washington, D.C. No score into the bottom of the second. Riley Adams leads off for Washington. Pitch on the way from Sale. Just missed the outside corner with a first pitch slider. We're talking about this pitching matchup tonight. Sale and Gore, two good lefties. And these are both a couple of guys who battled through some injuries this season. There's the 1-0 pitch on the way. Riley takes the ball low and inside. Both Sale and Gore had their seasons limited by injury. Of course, Sale missed more than 2 months with a fractured rib cage before returning on August 30th. And Gore missed 2 weeks with left shoulder inflammation before returning last Thursday. 2-0 pitch. On the ground, hard out to short. Bobbled momentarily by Allen. Up with it, sends it over. And that's in time to get the catcher. That's a 6-3 putout of Riley Adams and one away here in the second inning. Only the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. With all the meals we've had at the ballpark today, we couldn't have gotten through it without our bottle of Travel Louisiana hot sauce. We travel with a bottle of that stuff. And that was mixed in nicely. Also needed it to kind of wake up for game 2 after the lengthy delay. Sparrow swings and fouls one off. Rain has let up for now, but it's been coming and going for hours. Sale had 1 strikeout in the first inning. 0-1 to Chaparro. And he missed up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Both of these pitchers, when they're on, can really tabulate some high strikeout numbers. 1-1 from Sale. And a called strike. Among lefties with 100 innings or more this season, Sale has a strikeout rate of 32%. That ranks first. Mackenzie Gore, 27.5%. That ranks 5th. 1-2. Ground ball to short. Not a problem for Allen. Wraps it in leather. Slings it across, 2 down. And the 2 pitchers in between them have Tarek Skubal, Garrett Crochet, and Jesus Luzardo.
That's pretty good company.
That's a good list.
Yeah, you talked about that trade for the return from San Diego for Juan Soto, and I think Gore was the crown jewel of that trade. And now you might be thinking James Wood is the jewel of that, but yeah, Gore, very talented lefty.
Brady House takes a strike on the inside corner. I think you would have said at the All-Star break, while Gore was an All-Star, you'd have said Wood was the crowning jewel of the trade because he had 24 homers at the All-Star break. He's hit 3 since then. So ball low and inside. Either way, I think you look at those two guys as one the pitching version and one the hitting version of the big names in that trade. No score, bottom of the second. And the 1-1 out to short. Not a problem for Allen. He was tested 3 times. He passed all 3 tests and 3 straight ground outs to the Braves shortstop. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. No score.
Yo, champs, blaze your trail with Georgia's own Simpleaf Sport CBD and their new NSF certified.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah, I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Texting terms at unlock.com/SMS. Privacy policy at unlock.com/privacy-policy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Text EQUITY to 865-865 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Text EQUITY to 865-865. Text the word EQUITY to 865-865. Text EQUITY to 865-865 now.
Summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me...
With this doubleheader, introducing the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Get one consistent internet price for the next 5 years. No contracts, no curveballs. Here's Jerickson Profar, who's 1 for 1. Picks the ball low and inside from Mackenzie Gore. It is fun sometimes to look at an individual, in this case 2 different pitchers. We were talking about Gore and Sale, and wonder how things could have been if they had gone left versus right, and so on and so forth. Swung on, miss. What I'm getting at is, you mentioned that trade that brought Mackenzie Gore here to Washington. And I'm sure there are plenty of people in San Diego who wonder what it would have been like for his career had he stayed in San Diego and not been traded here. 1-1 sent foul. That's into the seats down the right field line. Of course, they got Juan Soto in that deal, who's no longer there. In fact, these 2 teams down the road. And then a really interesting one for Chris Sale. We mentioned before that Chris was drafted out of Florida Gulf Coast University. Drafted by the White Sox and eventually traded to the Red Sox, now in Atlanta. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ball inside. But there was actually a time where Chris had a decision to make. He was drafted in the 21st round of the 2007 draft out of high school. By whom? Pitcher's worst nightmare. Colorado Rockies. That'll be swung on and missed. Profar strikes out. Can you imagine Chris pitching in Denver for his career?
I think he made the right choice there. Yeah, you said it was 21st round?
21st round.
He went to Gulf Coast, and he was a first-rounder. 13th pick of the White Sox. So I think he did the right move there.
There's a ball high. 1 ball and no strikes on Olson.
But you know what? I bet he still would have been pretty good in Colorado.
I think so, too.
Can't hide that kind of talent.
He'd be good anywhere. But yeah, not having to pitch at altitude for his career, it's probably beneficial. That'll be chopped foul. Matt Olson with a 1-1 count. We're scoreless in the top of the 3rd. Matt just missed getting one out of here. You think about the ball that Sandy Leon hit last inning. He's probably thinking, if I hit that right now, it might be a homer.
Yeah.
It stopped raining. It was raining pretty hard there in the 2nd inning as we played through. Matt just missed a homer in the 1st inning. He's homered in 4 straight games. One to Olson. That's high. 2 balls and a strike. 4-hit game last night. It was his second 4-hit game of the season. 2-1 from Gore. High and outside, 3-1. This is the 4th time in his career that he's homered in 4 straight games. 3-1 pitch. Olsen swings and misses 3-2.
That's incredible. I don't even know if I did that in T-ball. When you think about it, he's facing the best pitchers in the world, and he's done that 4 times.
He's gone deep in 5 straight once. That was with Oakland in 2017. 3-2 lined out to second, taken on 1 bounce by DeYoung to his right. Backhands and fires over and 2 down. Now, if you had told me that Matt at some point in his career had homered in 5 straight, I'd have guessed the 2023 season.
Yeah.
Because he hit 54 that year. But 2017, going off memory, I'm pretty sure that was his 2nd season of the big leagues. Pretty sure his debut was in 16. So in 17, his 2nd year in the big leagues, he homered in 5 straight games. This is the only time he's done it. He's got a chance to do it again if he homers tonight, but he's 0 for 2. Ronald Acuna sends one foul to the right field line. That bangs into some empty seats. Rattles around, and a few kids go after it. One to Ronald. And a chopper out to third. Taken on the second bounce by Brady House. And he sends it over for the out. Braves go down to 1-2-3 in the top of the 3rd inning. Chris Sale will be facing DeYoung, Young, and Nunez. When we come back, we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. No score.
Have you ever wondered if there was something special you could put on your food to make it even better?
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer who can navigate the hundreds of laws that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Great moments in baseball have been...
Join me for the new Buck Belue Show here on the Fan, 680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
Braves and Nats scoreless into the bottom of the 3rd. Make it 8-9-1 for Miguel Cairo's bunch. That'll be Paul DeYoung, followed by Jacob Young and Nasim Nunez. Chris Sale brings his 31st pitch of the game and gets a swing and miss on a fastball from the right-handed hitting Paul DeYoung. Veteran DeYoung, 1 for 4 in this series, originally with St. Louis. There it is from Sale. Swung on, missed. Another fastball there, that at 93. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for both teams. Sale has 1 strikeout. 0-2. Missed low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 game left in this series. That'll be tomorrow afternoon, 4:05 Eastern with the first pitch. 3:05 Central. Hurston Waldrop versus Brad Lord. 1-2 pitch. Fanned him. Swings and misses at a slider for strike 3. And that's career strikeout number 2,557. And Sale has just passed Jerry Koosman for 34th all-time in Major League history. Michael mentioned earlier he could pass Cole Hamels as well, who whom he is just now 3 strikeouts behind. 1 down for Jacob Young. Young takes a ball. Folks, you need all the energy you can get for game day, especially a day like today. At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference so you can save energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. 1-0 to Young, called strike, 1-1.
Yeah, you mentioned all these milestones that Chris has in his sights here coming up, and I think back to the end of his tenure there in Boston, where it was just injury marred, a bunch of crazy freak accidents.
1-1 pitch, missed the inside corner,
and now that he's healthy again, he had the broken rib this year, but back competing where he should be and passing all these guys on this list. That if he'd been healthy, he would have passed 2-3 years ago. So I'm just grateful that he's back and able to do what he's doing now.
Yeah, it's good for the game. Certainly good for the Braves. 2-1 fouled off. I mean, you think about his career, he sat out of all of 2020. In 2021, he pitched in 9 games. In 2022, he pitched in 2 games. So I know 2020 was only 60 games, so you could really say almost 2.5 full seasons that he was not in there. Where he could have been another 400 or so strikeouts down the line, or 500 strikeouts down the line, and maybe already at 3,000 or more. 2-2 to Young. Zapped him. He swings and misses at a slider. Back-to-back strikeouts by Sale. 3 strikeouts in the game. Back to the top of the order to Nasim Nunez, who is the only National to solve him to this point. He's singled back in the first inning.
Yeah, these last 2 at-bats have looked more Chris Sale-esque. Funny swings from the hitters. They're thinking they're getting a fastball, and then the slider just disappears onto their back foot.
Nasim Nunez singled earlier, taps one back to the mound. Great play by Chris, lunging right, spearing it, spinning and firing for the out. And it's a 1-2-3 bottom of the 3rd. Sale looking sharp now. We've completed 3. We go to the top of the 4th inning. No score.
Hard hit ball.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Now at Verizon, lock in our low price, plus call Latin America whenever. Call Abuelita for her croqueta recipe. Celebrate that goal with your primos. And save big with Verizon. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. And free calls to Latin America for 3 years to an eligible country after $10 a month. Stop by your Miami Verizon store today. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Must add global choice plan within 30 days of activation. $10 per month credit applied for 36 months. Terms apply. Up to $5 per month to designated country. Overage rates apply.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah and Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
These are your own old warped windows and doors. This is the Power Company. Want to make it a fair fight? Get energy-efficient custom windows and doors.
Braves nothing, Nationals nothing. Into the top of the 4th inning. 4th inning, the last couple of games in this series has been the jackpot inning for the Braves. Last night in the 4th inning, they scored 2 runs. And earlier in game 1 of the doubleheader, they scored 5 first-inning runs. Ozzie Albies takes a called strike 0-1. Northside Hospital for a healthier future together. Look to Northside. Ben Darren and Jay Chad with you from Nats Park. Both teams with 1 base hit. Neither team with a run. Albies takes a ball high from Mackenzie Gore. 1-1. Ozzie flied out to right field back in the first inning. 1 1-1 from Gore. Check swing. Believe he went. They appeal, and Edwin Jimenez confirms that down the first base line. 1-2 on Ozzie. I don't want to jinx it, but looking at the weather radar you just showed me, for the first time all day today, we might get lucky.
We just might. Yeah, we're shooting the gap.
Need a break from the weather. 1-2 pitch, miss low.
And just a few miles south of us, it's raining cats and dogs. And hopefully it stays a few miles south of us.
Got a little bit of rain north of us, a lot south of us, and that little gap in between, and that's where we are right now. Pulled foul.
You know, from our view up here, we got a nice view of this infield, and it actually looks pretty good to me. So kudos to the Nats grounds crew. Saw something tonight I've never seen before. They were under the tarp working on the field. They put some step ladders under it and got under there and seized the opportunity to get some work done.
There's the 2-2. Ozzie with a tapper in front of the plate. On top of it, Adams, the catcher, fires down to first base for the out. He tracked that onto the grass in between the mound and the plate. It was on top of it, so one down here in the fourth inning. Yeah, they were going all out, and I agree with you. That we were looking down at the diamond after game one, and they tarped it immediately. Later, they pulled the tarp, did some work on it. It looked like they'd had a monster truck rally down there. And the way that it looks now is infinitely better than it did 3 hours ago. They've done a tremendous job. Grass looks great. Ozuna swings and misses. And a 0-1 count on the Braves DH. Ozuna walked in the first inning. And he'll smoke one to the gap in left center field, down for a base hit and going to the wall. Playing it off the base of the wall is Dalen Lyle. Fumbled it momentarily, and by the time he gets his paws on it, Ozuna's pull it into second with a one-out double.
Yeah, great placement on that one. Just like game one of today, Nats outfield full of burners. Left to right, all plus runners, Lyle, Young, and Cruz. So to get some free grass out there, you got to put it in the right spot.
It shows you how hard to hit that thing with those burners out there you mentioned. So now runner in scoring position. One out for Michael Harris. Harris 0 for 1 with a ground out. Left on left matchup versus Gore. Harris takes the ball outside. Breezy evening, but not near as windy as it was for game one of the doubleheader. 1-0 to Harris. He swings, connects, grounds ball out to second base. Juggled momentarily by DeYoung. And he's got it, throws over to the bag for the out. Over to third base for Marcell Ozuna. By the way, the Ozuna double came off his barrel at 106 miles an hour. Really squared it up. Now he's at third base with 2 down. Sandy Leon just missed a homer in the second inning. And now he climbs in with a runner at third and 2 down. Mentioned that game the other day against Houston in Atlanta when Leon had not 1, not 2, but 3 RBIs in that game. Drove in a run on a fielder's choice, and then the 2-run homer later in the game. And Leon takes the first pitch strike. Seems like the last 2 innings, the velocity for these pitchers has gone up a bit.
It probably coincides with when it stopped raining.
Yeah, it was just nasty conditions. A 1 called strike, 0-2.
And yeah, if that landing spot on the mound where your front foot lands is slippery and it's moving it all, it's really hard to produce enough force to get your full velocity out of it. You saw Raisel Iglesias really struggling with it in the 9th inning of game 1 today.
0-2 to Leon. Missed inside. 1-2. Daylight today. Look, a doubleheader's challenging on everybody, but probably more challenging on the pitchers than anybody. Would you say?
I would like to. Yes, I would agree with that, Ben.
Well, just because of what you're talking about, and you're the one with the ball in your hands and having to throw a wet baseball. 1-2, pulled foul over by the Braves dugout. That's just a lot to think about.
It is, yeah. Man, if you can't grip a baseball enough to be able to spin it, Now you got to account for less break on your breaking pitches, and that really complicates things. That's where home runs come from and hard hits. So, yeah, there's a lot to think about.
1-2. This tie. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No runs, 2 hits for the Braves. No runs, 1 hit for the Nationals. We're in the top of the 4th inning. In search of the game's first run right here, and that's on the shoulders of Sandy Leon. Ozuna lead at third. 2-2. And he swings and misses, and a fastball for strike 3. That one came in at 96. Third strikeout of the game by Gore. And the Braves strand Ozuna at third base. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and we're still scoreless in D.C.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just give him a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Use the money for home improvements, to pay off debt, or to add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Visit
hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat. Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Chris Sale on the bottom of the 4th will face Cruz, Bell, and Lyle. That's 2, 3, and 4 in the Nationals order. We are scoreless. Kind of thought this might be the case. You think about Sale and Gore. And as they continue in the game and get better and better, and so long as the weather continues to cooperate like it is now, it can be really hard to scratch across some runs against these two really good lefties. Dylan Cruz leads off. Right-handed hitter. He's 0 for 1, and he fouls back the first pitch. It's the Tidal Wave Auto Spy inning, and Tidal Wave is making Braves country clean car country all season long. And if the Braves pitch a scoreless 4th inning tonight, Tidal Wave will offer half off the Best Watch membership they have tomorrow. Learn more at TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves. 0-1 on Cruz. Here it comes to Cruz. And the strike on the inside corner. Cruz batting second. Got a .203 average to go along with 9 home runs. And one of the biggest names in their system as he made his way through and into the big leagues. Cruz, 23 years old. He's out of LSU. Grew up in Altamont Springs, Florida. Here it comes. There's a ball high and outside. First round draft choice of the Nationals in 2023. Former #1 pick. And top prospect for their organization. Made his debut in August of 24. 1-2 clock through the left side. Past the diving Nick Allen. Base hit into left field. Turned around a slider. Leadoff single for the Nationals. That brings Josh Bell to the plate.
And that's the year Skeens went as well, right?
Yes.
They went 1-2 out of LSU?
Correct.
I wonder if the Nationals drew that choice at all. Dylan Cruz, really good player. Paul Skeens seems like, a once-in-a-generation talent thus far.
Yeah, he went second overall, right behind Skeens.
Okay.
That'll be sent foul.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, Skeens 1 to the Pirates, Cruz 2 to the Nationals, both out of LSU. And they're coming off the national championship against Hurston Waldrop in Florida.
That's right. And we'll see him tomorrow.
There's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Sale, or from Sale. That'll be fouled back. Also, Wyatt Langford went 4th in that draft out of Florida. Well, that was a star-studded College World Series final that year, won by LSU. O2 to Bell. A little bit low and inside, 1-2. Max Clark went 3rd overall to the Tigers, and he's one of their top prospects. Pretty impressive draft. 1-2 pitch. And a chase hit a miss by Bell. Changeup got him. Second time Bell has struck out. 4th strikeout by Sale, and 1 down.
Yeah, another really nice changeup there. You know, Chris, he went a string of starts where he didn't throw many changeups, or he'd just throw a handful of them. His first start of the season, he did throw 20 of them against the Padres, but since then, this is by far the high. He's already thrown 12 of them.
Dalen Lyle 0 for 1, first pitch strike. Well, what a great trick to be able to just pull out and polish off whenever you want. I might go a month without throwing it. I might go a start where I throw it 15 times.
Yeah, it was such a big part of his Cy Young campaign last season. You know, he switched the grips of it right before the season. Had some really nice results.
Sale's 50th pitch of the game. Check swing. The appeal didn't go. 1-1 on Lyle.
I asked him about it last year. I said, you know, we've always known about his fastball slider. He's always had a changeup. It just wasn't that good. And he figured out a new grip, and it took him to the next level. And obviously the hardware at the end of last season shows how important that pitch was.
I think that's so fascinating. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a ball outside. Now put yourself in Sale's shoes from a year ago, 34 years old. And he accomplished just about everything there is to accomplish in this game. And still a new trick he was able to pick up and use it to win a Cy Young.
Yeah.
I mean, you think at that point in his career for Chris Sale, en route to Cooperstown, he'd have it all figured out. And even then, he was still doing magic tricks and figuring things out. That'll be fouled off.
He said he picked it up in a bullpen down at the spring training complex when he was rehabbing. Rehabbing from an injury and throwing during the offseason, working with the rehab pitching coach, and just showed him a new grip, and boy, you can see where it took him. And that's the beauty of modern pitching, is we can see what the hand is doing on the ball, and that's what Chris learned. He learned how to throw a changeup from the outside of the ball.
2-2 to Dalen Lyle. No foul one back. When you think about that, there are mysteries within a baseball that you can unlock with a specific grip that maybe you've never used before.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it comes whispering to you, maybe after sometimes 10, 15 years in the big leagues, and becomes a new toy for you.
Yeah. He's certainly showing that toy off here tonight.
Looking for another strikeout. 2-2. Runner goes. Fly ball towards left field. Profar coming in. He's there. He's got it. Back to first base for Dylan Cruz. 2 down after the fly out to left field.
I know that's an out, but that is an impressive swing from young lefty Dalen Lyle. It's just a short, compact swing. You don't see too many lefties get off as good of a swing as that against Chris Sale. Let alone rookies with 81 games in their career.
Yeah, that's really impressive. He's reached base safely in 16 straight games, so that'll be put to the test. Going left on left versus Sale. No score, 2 down, bottom of the 4th. Pick off to first base, and back in standing is Cruz. Yeah, when it comes to the young talent for the Nationals, I know we mentioned Wood and Gore and Abrams, Hassel, and others. Dalen Lyle, at least with the sample size from this season, might be at the top of the peak. That'll be swung on and missed. He's a really impressive player. It is 10th triple of the season in game 1 of the doubleheader, and his 6th this month. 6 triples in September. It's September the 16th. 0-1 to Adams. Fouled back quickly, 0-2.
That's a lot of left turns at high speed, Ben. Going to have to come in for a pit stop. See what I did there?
Yeah.
That would have really played at the Bristol game.
I hadn't seen that many left turns since we were in Bristol. Sales 0-2 to Adams. Just a little bit low. Tried the slider. Braves in the 5th inning will have Alvarez, Allen, and Profar. That's 8, 9, and 1 in the order. Neither team has scored. Both teams have 2 hits. Neither team with an error. Speedy wheels of Dylan Cruz taking the lead at first base, held by Matt Olson. 1-2 to Adams. Runner goes. Pitches outside. Throw down to second base by Leon. Not in time. Looked like a pretty good throw, but Cruz slid to the back corner of the bag and somehow eluded the swiping tag of Ozzie Albies.
That was a really fancy slide there. He slid way outside and then reached his arm in just to tag the base, and Ozzie tagged air.
15th steal in 19 attempts by Dylan Cruz. That will not be an issue so long as you can get Adams right here. Lean lefty Sales set right at the belly. Glance to second. 2-2 pitch. Check swing. Down he goes. Fastball in the inside corner. And that is strikeout number 5 for Sale. And a 0 hung up on the board there in the bottom of the 4th inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Still no score.
A summer evening is the ideal time. Throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
When you've been in a crash and your mind's racing.
When you've fallen in a store and are blaming yourself.
When you've been hurt at work and you don't know what to do.
Or if you've been the victim of a medical mistake, we've got you.
We've got what it takes to prove a case that the insurance companies can't ignore.
With decades of experience and a track record of winning for our clients.
Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now at Verizon, lock in our low price, plus call Latin America whenever. Call Abuelita for her croqueta recipe. Celebrate that goal with your primos. And save big with Verizon. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. And free calls to Latin America for 3 years to an eligible country after $10 a month. Stop by your Miami Verizon store today. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower.
Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you from Nationals Park. Braves to the Nats scoreless into the top of the 5th inning. And tomorrow is a clean inning car wash celebration day at Tidal Wave Auto Spa, thanks to that clean bottom of the 4th inning put together by Chris Sale. Stop by and get half off their best wash membership for the first month. Braves country is clean car country thanks to Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information. Alvarez, Allen, and Profar for the Braves versus Mackenzie Gore here in the top of the 5th inning. Gore at 66 pitches, 41 strikes. He has 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. And the tall left-hander out of Whiteville, North Carolina deals. There's a called strike on Nacho Alvarez. Some history made in baseball earlier today. Cal Raleigh hit his 55th home run of the season. And with that, he made some history. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way to Nacho Alvarez. Check swing, didn't go, ball outside, 1-1. With that home run by Raleigh today, he passed Mickey Mantle for the most home runs by a switch hitter in a single season. That's a record that Mantle had held since '61. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And Alvarez with a fly ball down the right field line, slicing towards the seats and foul. And a 1-2 count. Think about that. When Cal Raleigh goes to bed tonight thinking, I just passed Mickey Mantle. Passing Mickey Mantle for anything is a legendary moment.
Yeah. Pretty amazing season he's putting together out there.
55 bombs from a switch-hitting catcher. 1-2 pitch. There's a called strike. Did I just hear you right, JC? He just hit another homer? Got 2 in the game tonight, so he's got 56. And if I'm not mistaken, that 56th ties him for the most in a season by a Mariner with Ken Griffey Jr., who hit that number twice. 2-2, chasing down in the dirt and missing Nacho Alvarez. A 2-homer night for Cal Riley, who has 56 home runs. So basically, in one night, he passed Mickey Mantle in one category and tied Ken Griffey Jr. in another.
Again, that's great company to keep there. And could you imagine if he played for the Yankees or, if he kind of get forgotten about way out there west?
It'd be the biggest news in the sport. That'll be swung on and missed. In our opinion, it still is.
It is, yeah.
But, yeah, you know how the bias can be if it's someone in pinstripes. I'm thinking one on Nick Allen. Allen takes the ball outside. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for both teams. Allen 0 for 1 with a ground out to first base. One. Check swing. Did not go. 2 balls and a strike. Speaking of news around Major League Baseball, I'll give you some finals coming up in a little while. Take a glance at that Saya out-of-town scoreboard. 2-1 sent foul. Final scores to this point. Guardians have defeated the Tigers in 10 innings, 7-5. Cubs beat the Pirates 4-1. And a pitcher's duel in Boston won by the A's 2-1 there over the Red Sox. 2-2 to Allen. Line shot out to first on a knee. Chaparro backhands it, tosses the bag, and Coors there, who quickly glove flipped on a little trick there back to his first baseman, who dropped it, of course. But they do get the out. He got it and just flipped it right back to his first baseman. He wasn't expecting that at all.
And Andres Chaparro was so surprised. He forgot we play 3 outs in this league. He started running back into the dugout. Almost made it in there before his teammates said, "Hey, dude, 1 more to go."
Two down for Profar. One other final to pass along. Mets defeated the Padres 8-3. There's a ball up and in. One to Profar. Missed there. Less than 2 weeks left in the season. And the Mets still holding on to that final wild card spot in the National League. They're a game and a half up on Arizona and 2 up on Cincinnati. 2-0 to Profar. Profar with a high fly ball down the left field line. Foul territory over by the tarp. His house, and he's out of room. That's on the other side of the screen. That gives us a chance to pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
No score, top of the 5th. Ben and Darren with you from Nationals Park. Profar is 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. 2-1 for Mackenzie Gore. Smoked up the middle, in the air for the center fielder Young. And he makes the catch next to his left ear. That's a 1-2-3 top of the 5th. Nothing happening for the Braves. We're halfway home. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, scoreless.
From playing catch in the front yard to backyard barbecues, your lawn is the backdrop to it all.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the do.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across the cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah and Farah anytime, 7 days a week.
News while you work. Lock in Cellini and Domino every weekday from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan or the Fan app.
Got a pitcher's duel here for the second game of this doubleheader. Mackenzie Gore for the Nationals, Chris Sale for the Braves. Neither team has scored. Neither pitcher has given an inch in this game. Both teams have 2 hits each, but they've not been able to do anything with it. Andres Chaparro leads off for Washington. Sale back to work. First pitch, high and deep down the left field line, but foul. Pulled that deep down the left field line into the lower bowl of the stadium. Phillies clinched the East last night. They had an extra innings victory in L.A. and beat the Dodgers, so they clinched the East. First team to clinch their division across Major League Baseball. Ground ball to the left side. Nacho Alvarez wraps it in leather, sends it across. Low throw, but scooped over there on a bounce by Olsen. Nice play by Matt. One down here in the 5th inning. Did you know the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves, made with peppers, vinegar, and salt in the perfect balance to make the food you're eating taste better? Now you do. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. One out for Brady House. First pitch, changeup rather, over for a strike.
The mitt pop got you.
It did.
You got to remember, not a ton of fans here.
Echoing through this stadium.
That's right.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Up and in that time with a fastball. Brady House, Georgia boy, 22 years old, from Winder. Waiting on the 1-1. Check swing on a slider. Didn't go. 2 balls and a strike. Brady House was a first-round pick of the Nationals in 2021. Little tapper up the third base line. Sales got it. Bare hand, spins and fires, and throws a good fastball over to first base for the out. Would have loved to have had a gun on that throw by Sale.
He's so good defensively. That's why you got himself a Gold Glove award last year. He's so quick off the mound. Obviously, the wingspan he has helps. Yeah, really steady defensive pitcher.
I think you could make a case, and I believe you'll agree with me on this. When you think about talented players, obviously Chris is as talented of a player as we've seen on the mound in many, many, many years. Paul DeYoung swings and misses. I think you could furthermore make the argument he's one of the most unique talents, because the way that he does it, it's not like he really reminds you of anyone.
Yeah.
I know he draws some Randy Johnson comparisons, and there aren't too many guys that look like those two when they've been performing. There just aren't too many guys who do it like Chris.
Yeah, he's. We had Nat's great Ryan Zimmerman in the booth visiting before the game, and he was just remarking about how unorthodox Chris's throwing motion looks, and I couldn't agree more with him. It's very unique.
1-1 to Young, fouled off.
And to me, the most amazing thing about it is how beautifully he repeats it, because if you're not able to repeat your delivery, and his is an unusual one, a lot of parts moving, flying around everywhere, you're never going to be able to command the ball, and Chris is so good at not only limiting walks, but hitting the spots in the strike zone that he wants to.
1-2 to DeYoung, and he struck him out. And that's another milestone for Chris Sale, strikeout number 2,500 561, passing Cole Hamels for 33rd all-time on the all-time strikeout list. They go down in order. We go to the top of the sixth inning.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Now at Verizon, lock in our low price, plus call Latin America whenever. Call Abuelita for her croqueta recipe. Celebrate that goal with your primos. And save big with Verizon. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. And free calls to Latin America for 3 years to an eligible country after $10 a month. Stop by your Miami Verizon store today. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Must add global choice plan within 30 days of activation. $10 per month credit applied for 36 months. Terms apply. Up to $5 per month to designated country. Overage apply.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
After an accident, you may have an x-ray that looks normal, but you're still in pain. That's because soft tissue injuries like sprains and tears don't show up on x-rays. And if an insurance company doesn't see it, they may not believe you're hurt.
When they don't take your pain seriously, we fight back. We know doctors who are experts in diagnosing soft tissue injuries. They can help us prove that your pain is real, and we'll seek to get
Room weekdays from 6 to 10 on 680 The Fan and The Fan app.
Still no score. Braves and the Nationals in a stalemate here in the top of the sixth inning. Matt Olson leads off with the Braves in the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. And he goes to work on Mackenzie Gore for the third time. Ball outside, 1-0. If the Braves hit a homer here in the sixth inning, tonight's contestant, Jonathan Moody from Rockmart, Georgia, will win $1,600. I think we mentioned Matt has homered in 4 straight games, including one earlier today. There's a called strike. Just about hit one out of the District of Columbia back in game 1 of this doubleheader. Way up there into the second deck beyond the right center field wall. 1-1. Fouled off into the seats along the left field line. If you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 from the Georgia Lottery, visit 680thefan.com/GA Lottery. Georgia Lottery, today could be the day. 27 homers on the season for Olson. 0 for 2 tonight. Fly out and a ground out. 1-2, swung on, missed. Challenged him with heat. Got a fastball by him.
Yeah, fun little cat and mouse there. I think the previous pitch, the ball that Matt fouled off into the seats, he was sitting on that fastball up and in from Gore. And he got a really good swing off it in a well-located pitch. And Matt thought he'd be going somewhere else after he put a good swing on it, and he did not. Went right back to it.
Ronald Acuna swings and sends one high and foul down the right field line. And that'll push off into the seats and bounce around for a souvenir. Cool air continues to blow in from center field. Wind has been blowing in the entire day, not with near the ferocity that we saw in game 1. Currently 65 degrees. And with the wind, they say that it feels like 60. I believe it. A 1 up and in. Acuna with a glare out there towards Mackenzie Gore. Be a chilly night in the bullpen, wouldn't it?
Sure is. Yeah, not the most enjoyable bullpen to spend a lot of time in down there.
1-1. Down to the dirt. 2-1. Kind of sterile and boring out there.
Yeah. Not much going on. Not a lot of fans around to interact with. Not much to look at. So you're forced to pay attention to the game. Probably not a bad thing.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Acuna swings and misses. Got a change up by him, 2-2. Forced to pay attention to the game. Now those guys out there in jackets and hoodies. Just like all of us up here. 2-2. A little bit low and inside. 3-2.
The one thing I did like about that bullpen, if you go back through a hallway, there's a little grounds crew storage room. They keep a tamp, that long-handled instrument for tamping dirt down, getting it flat and hard.
Sure. 3-2 to Acuna. The bouncer fouled on the third baseline.
Every bullpen I was ever in, we would always have a Red Bull, and we would crush it, and so you could get the perfect crush, right? Well, I'm a little sneaky, so I sneak back there to the room. I crush it with the tamp. It's a perfect. It looks like a silver dollar. And these bozos believed that I had the perfect crush. I mean, it went on for days.
That's all you talked about?
Yeah.
3-2 to Acuna, sent fouled on the right field line.
Right, you drink your bowl, you crush it, you see who's, the best.
Typically you do it with your foot, I'm guessing?
Yeah, you stomp on it, and you keep the best can in the bag all year, and that's the standard which all others are measured on. And it was my tamp crush for a long time.
So you finally broke the news to him?
I did.
3-2 to Acuna, low it in for ball 4. And what was their reaction once you told them that you cheated?
They said, well, they weren't too surprised because, I had a bit of a reputation. But, yeah, I said, well, you guys, a little slow. It took you that long to figure out.
A thing of beauty, though.
Yeah.
Here comes Jim Hickey, pitching coach for the Nationals. They've had some action in the bullpen as Jackson Rutledge has been tossing. That's actually not Hickey. That's their manager, Miguel Cairo. And that will be it for Gore. So he's suddenly out of the game after giving up the one-out walk to Ronald Acuna here in the top of the 6th inning. And it will be Rutledge on. So the Nationals make the Pennington Grass Seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Now at Verizon, lock in our low price, plus call Latin America whenever. Call Abuelita for her croqueta recipe. Celebrate that goal with your primos. And save big with Verizon. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. And free calls to Latin America for 3 years to an eligible country after $10 a month. Stop by your Miami Verizon store today. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Must add global choice plan within 30 days of activation. $10 per month credit applied for 36 months. Terms apply. Up to $5 per month to designated country. Overage apply.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident.
Listen to Cellini and Domino weekdays 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan.
Well, the top of the 6th continues here in D.C. Kenzie Gore walks to the dugout, new reliever. Jackson Rutledge trots out. We do have a 1 out. Gore ends up going 5 1/3. Probably watching that pitch count. Probably why he wanted to get out of that game. Rutledge is 26-year-old right-hander, big boy, 6'8". 241. He's a converted starter, was a first rounder in the 2019 draft. Now he's down in the bullpen where starters go to die.
Ozzie Albies digging in there, swinging it from the left side. And Rutledge misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, both teams. Both teams have had a couple of opportunities with men in scoring position, but neither has cracked the code yet. One-0 is outside. Braves have gone 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position and stranded 4. Nats have also gone 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position, and they've stranded 2. This game looking very different from games 1 and 2 in this series, and the Braves are pounding out hit after hit. Ozzie takes a big swing, just about toppled over, going after the fastball. 2-1. Fouled back. Just missed squaring up the fastball.
How tall do we think Ozzie is? 5'6"?
I was going to say 5'7" or 8.
It's
5'6".
Facing a 6'8" guy on the mound. I mean, that is an extreme angle coming down to the strike zone.
Got Ozzie listed 5'7". 2-2 on a high pop-up. Shallow left. Lyle calling off everyone. We can hear him from here. And he makes the catch. Strong lungs on Lyle. 2 down here in the 6th inning. It's up to Ozuna. He's had a nice night, a walk and a double. He's been left stranded twice, once at first, once at third. And now facing Rutledge. Leaded first by Ronald Acuna. See how aggressive he wants to be. All outside of Ozuna. One-0 pitch. A little bit off the plate. I think at a 2-0 count on Ozuna. That walk he had earlier in the game, the 90th walk of the season for Ozuna. 2-0 pitch, touched the outside corner. The 90 walks for Ozuna is a new career high by far. He's already broken his mark from last year. He had 74 walks last year and 90 this year. 2-2 and a towering pop-up. Shallow left. Lyle coming in. Going out is the shortstop Nunez. And in shallow left, that'll be Nunez's ball. So the Braves get a one-out walk to Acuna, but nothing beyond that. No runs, no hits, no errors, and another man left aboard. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still no score.
I can't believe I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just give him a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Use the money for home improvements, to pay off debt, or to add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com. Or call 1-888-780-6854 now to get started.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer.
Your treatment. Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with heart.
At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy.
Hey everybody, Buck Bellew here. When the Braves don't play at 7, join me for the new Buck Bellew Show here on the Fan, 680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
No score, Braves and the Nationals into the bottom of the 6th inning. Chris Sale at 69 pitches to get through 5 innings. And now he faces 9-1-2 in the Nationals order. Infield in at the corners in case he wants to drop one down. He doesn't. Takes the first pitch strike. Open up the sequence with a slider. Jacob Young, 26 years old, out of the University of Florida. Former 7th round pick. Drafted by the Nats. There's a ball low and inside. We were chatting with some of the Nats broadcasters and what they've been trying to figure out here lately. They said, we got too many outfielders. And the thing is, they've got a bunch of greyhounds out there. They got 5 or 6 guys that could all fly, especially this guy. Young, chopper out to third. Even on the grass there is Alvarez taking it on the bounce. Sends it over, 1 down. And we've been impressed with Lyle, And, of course, we've seen Cruz before and obviously Wood, but they got some guys who can really cover some ground. Robert Hassel, of course, in the mix as well.
That's a good problem to have. You know, this pitching staff might need some help, might need some fortification in the offseason.
Nasim Nunez takes a strike.
Of course, the question is, do they think they can win next year or the year after or 3 years? What's their target date? When do you start bringing free agents in? See what they do.
And on top of that, here's the 0-1 pitch that just misses. Who's going to be making those decisions?
Yeah.
They decided to go a different direction from Mike Rizzo, their former GM, and also from their former manager, Dave Martinez. And midstream, ejected both GM and manager back in July. There's a called strike. Miguel Cairo is the interim manager here in Washington. 1-2 on Nunez. Sale brings it. He missed outside. We were talking about Nunez before the game. This is actually the second time he has served in an interim manager role. Did so with the White Sox in 2022. 2-2 to Nunez. And he missed outside. Here with Washington, the Nats have gone 25-36 since he became the interim. And Miguel Cairo, of course, played in the big leagues 17 seasons with 9 different organizations. Played from 96 through 2012. Sales 3-2. In the air to right field. Ronald Acuna in slightly, makes the catch, and 2 down. And speaking of the Cairo family, his son Christian was in camp with the Braves for a brief time. You might recall that.
Yeah.
Christian came over from the Guardians and was selected by the Braves in the Rule 5 draft in December. And he went to camp with the Braves and was returned back to Cleveland on March 19th.
Yeah, he was auditioning for the shortstop role.
The Braves are kicking the tires on him. There's a called strike.
Yeah, you get a lot of playing opportunities early in camp. You know, just seeing if he was somebody who might be enticing enough to keep around on the roster.
0-1 to Dylan Cruz. Ball high outside.
I remember a couple errant throws that reached the stands in spring training, and that might have been the end of that experiment.
Well, that's the part we remember. We understand the return decision on March 19th. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Dylan Cruz. And Cruz sends one foul down into our right. Folks, Napa is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves, of America's largest network of parts and care. Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride. You know, it's funny to think about spring training. It feels like it was 5 years ago.
Yeah, it certainly does.
I mean, you get to this time of the season and things that took place in spring or maybe early in the season feel like forever ago. Time has a funny way of leaving its mark, and there are some things from that stretch that don't feel like it was that long ago. 1-2 just missed. I think about the 0-7 road trip, and the Braves really have never recovered from that. That doesn't seem to be as long ago as spring training was. Or when we play those exhibition games against the Cubs out in Arizona. That feels forever ago. 2-2 to Cruz. And a weak ground ball to short. That'll be taken by Allen. His throw is in time. That's another 1-2-3 inning by Sale. He has 4 1-2-3 frames in 6 innings. Got to get that man some runs. We go to the top of the 7th inning, no score.
If you're a contractor, you're like a coach.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Now at Verizon, lock in our low price, plus call Latin America whenever. Call Abuelita for her croqueta recipe. Celebrate that goal with your primos. And save big with Verizon. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. And free calls to Latin America for 3 years to an eligible country after $10 a month. Stop by your Miami Verizon store today. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Must add global choice plan within 30 days of activation. $10 per month credit applied for 36 months. Terms apply. Up to $5 per month to designated country. Overage rates apply.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged...
USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Hey, Braves fans, this is Chuck Oliver. You won't be able to get through the end of baseball season or the entire college football season without Chuck and Chernoff. Weekdays from 2 to 6 on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
No score. Top of the 7th. Michael Harris leads off with the Braves here at Nationals Park. And it's still Rutledge on the mound for the Nationals. Great to have you with us tonight. Long day of baseball. Well, we appreciate you tuning in. Braves won game 1 of the doubleheader earlier today. And scoreless here in the 7th. Harris takes the ball high and outside alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. It's the 3 of us and maybe about 2,000 people down under us. Very lightly attended game on a chilly, rainy evening here in Washington. There's a ball low and inside. They announced 15,584 in attendance for game 1. I'm going to take the under on that. 2 balls and no strikes on Harris. Here it comes from Rutledge. That'll be sent foul over to our left.
Boy, it is so quiet here. I just heard the bullpen phone ringing.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
I could hear it too. I don't know what that was.
Blood pressure just jumped up. Just like, as long as they don't say O'Day, I'm good.
O'Day start throwing. There's a ball high and outside.
It's funny playing here for a lot of years. I don't remember that many cold games here like this. I remember all the hot games where you're just drowning in humidity here.
Misting rain starts to fall. Harris swings at a drive to deep left field. Got some carry to it. And at the wall, it's off the glove of Lyle and off the top of the wall. Harris into second base with a double. He missed a homer by mere inches. All the guys in the bullpen thought it was gone. They were all out there on the other side of the left field wall with their arms raised. And this ballpark is playing like a graveyard tonight. You just can't get one out of here.
Yeah, that ball was smoked. As you mentioned, that fooled the bullpen.
When I saw their reaction, I thought it was long gone. I mean, just watching it off the bat with my own eyes, I was thinking it was going to be close. And then I saw their reaction. I'm thinking it's going to be way out of here. A leadoff double. Sandy Leon tries to bunt, jabbed at it, missed it, 0-1. Neither team has had a hit tonight with a runner in scoring position. Both teams 0 for 4. See if Leon squares. He doesn't. He swings at a fly ball, deep center field, drifting back Young, and over to his left, he's got it. Tagging from second base, Harris. The throw towards third is slightly towards the plate. And one hops over there to House. Head first slide by Harris, and he's at third base with 1 down. Nice job by Sandy advancing the runner.
A good productive at bat there. Second good at bat of the night for Sandy. TV monitor just showed a little graphic that his fly out in the second inning, if not for the wind, as we remarked, would have been a home run here in normal conditions.
I believe it.
So he got robbed.
So now Vidal Brujan will be called upon to pinch hit for Nacho Alvarez. Infield is in. They send the lefty stick up there to face the righty in Rutledge. No score for now. First pitch to Brujan, over for a called strike. Showed him a first pitch splitter. Going to Brujan. He swings and misses. Showed him a fastball 95. Brujan was a hero in game 1. He went 2 for 4 with a single, a double, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. And Brian Snitker hoping for a little bit more of that right here. 0-2 pitch, fouled back. Just did get a piece of a high fastball, looked like. Ha-Sung Kim is on deck right now, so he would be pinch hitting for Nick Allen. 0-2 to Bruhan. Almost hit him. Came low and in, just missed hitting him in the foot with a slider. Bruhan, the switch hitter, batting from the left side. Chance to give the Braves the lead right here. We're scoreless in the 7th. 1-2 pitch. He swings and pops one up. Shallow left center, not even to the grass. That's actually going to be the shortstop. And the catch is made by Nasim Nunez. So the infield is in, and the shortstop drifted back about 40 feet, made the catch, and 2 down here in the 7th. And it's now in the hands of Ha-Sung Kim. Kim also had a nice game in game 1. Went 2 for 4, 2 singles and 2 runs scored. So the Braves need a clutch 2-out knock right here. No score in the 7th. Harris a lead at 3rd. First pitch to Kim is over for a called strike. Right on right matchup. Rutledge and Kim. Kicking the 0-1. Right there for a strike. Showed him a fastball. Rutledge got the out that he needed versus Bruhan and is suddenly ahead of Kim, 0-2. Now Kim requests time. Takes his right foot, sweeps some dirt around there in the batter's box. First time these two have ever seen each other, Rutledge and Kim. Now time called. Home plate umpire Quinn Walcott walked out from behind the plate and hollered something at Rutledge. Good to go now. If Kim can reach, Profar would come to the plate. Harris a lead at 3rd, and the 0-2 got him looking. Showed him a fastball, hit the corner, and that ends the top of the 7th. And we remain scoreless. Coming up, the 7th inning stretch brought to you by 13 Heroes, a premium line of spirits founded to honor the lives of the 13 service members killed in Afghanistan in 2021. Help turn tragedy into legacy by visiting 13heroes.com today. No score into the bottom of the 7th.
Swing into action this baseball season with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. The app is simple.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
Your game must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Go ahead. Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Before you accept an insurance settlement for damage to your car, think about this. An accident stays on your car's history permanently, whether it was repaired or not. And if you try to sell it, a potential buyer can...
You're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. One call, that's all. With Ken Nugent and his team.
Texting terms at unlock.com/SMS. Privacy policy at unlock.com/privacy-policy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need.
$1,000. Play the Georgia Jackpot Scratcher from the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
Hey Braves fans, this is Kelly Kroll reminding you to join me on the Buck Belue Show weeknights from 6 to 8 when the Braves are off and Saturday mornings from 9 to noon on 680 The Fan.
Still no score here in Washington. Into the bottom of the seventh inning, Sale will be facing Bell, Lyle, and Adams. 3, 4, and 5 of the orders. Got a brand new left side of the infield. Chris goes to work. Bell sends one out to short. Taken on one bounce by Kim. He fires to first. One pitch and one down. Yeah, Kim remains in the game at shortstop. Vidal Brujan remains in the game at third base. And you had to know he was going to find one of them.
Yeah. And impressive skills. I was watching Ha-Seong Kim mess with his PitchCom device. He was probably turning the volume up in his hat as that pitch was being thrown. So he's good at multitasking.
Jumped right in there. Here comes Dalen Lyle. He's 0 for 2. Lyle takes a strike. Yeah, you should never text and drive, but you can fidget with the PitchCom device and play the field. Nice work by Ha-Seong Kim. Some good swings out of Lyle tonight. Some good swings this series. Left-handed hitting rookie. Takes a ball there. Fastball miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sale's at 86 pitches. He'd love to get through 7. Well, you do that, and you'd have gotten 7 innings from both of your starters in both ends of the doubleheader. Jose Suarez did it earlier today for the Braves. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball weakly to second. Ozzy's on the other end. Throws to first. 2 down. Did you know the all-time hot sauce leader in RBIs is the original Louisiana brand hot sauce? It's like a late game comeback for your mouth. There you go. That applies to this game. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Yeah, it wouldn't be a comeback, I don't guess, as we're scoreless, but just looking to take the lead. Braves in the 8th will have the top of the order. Profar, Olsen, and Acuna. They have Pilkington tossing in their bullpen. There's a ball inside. Bearded lefty Sale. Looking into his catcher, Sandy Leon. 1-0 pitch and a called strike. We were talking about the chilly nature of this evening here in Washington. And I'm just guessing that it'd have to be really cold for Chris Sale to wear sleeves on the mound. He just has his regular red uniform top on. 1-1 pitch and a bouncer up the third base line. They'll test out Brujan. He's got it. He fires on the run, and down they go 1, 2, 3 in the 7th. So Sale with 7 shutout innings. We go to the 8th. Still no score.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A.
Heather is a nurse practitioner from United Healthcare.
We meet patients wherever they live.
During a house call, she found Jack had an issue.
Jack's blood pressure was dangerously high.
It was 217 over 110.
So they got Jack to the hospital and got him the help he needed.
He had had a stent placed in his heart, preventing a massive heart attack.
If it wasn't for my guardian angel, I wouldn't be here.
Hear more stories like Jack's at unitedhealthcare.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan, area, limitation, and exclusions apply.
The feeling of just showered freshness can't be beat. With Downy Intense, bursts of just showered freshness can accompany you throughout the day. Really? Yep. Downy Intense's touch-activated technology releases bursts of clean, fresh aromas, so you can enjoy the feeling of just showered freshness. New Downy Intense. An incredible freshness experience awaits.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
These are your own old warped windows and doors. This is the Power Company. Want to make it a fair fight?
Well, pitching has been the story here tonight in the nation's capital, as you would expect from a game that's still locked at 0-0 into the 8th inning here. We have a new pitcher for the Nats after Jackson Rutledge goes 1 2/3 scoreless, giving up 1 hit with 1 strikeout. And that's the lefty Connor Pilkington, 27-year-old. We saw him in game 1 of this series, coasting 3 fly balls in a scoreless inning. That was 8th inning of game 1. So Pilkington out of Mississippi State University. looking to pitch in his 27th game this season.
He did face Profar the other night, last night I should say, and Profar flied out to center. And a first pitch, ball one low. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Braves. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Nationals. And in case you're wondering, there's no one throwing in the Braves bullpen. Some guys up stretching around, but no one throwing. And there's a ball inside of Profar. So that would make you feel like Sale will be back out there for the 8th. And why not? It's a cool evening. He's had really no stressful innings. He's thrown 90 pitches. He has 6, 7, and 8 due up in the bottom of the 8th. 2 to Profar is off the glove of Adams into the backstop. 3-0. Got to get him a run or 2.
Yeah, Dylan Lee's worked back-to-back nights. Pierce Johnson and Raisel Iglesias both pitched in game 1. So you got some limited options down there in the bullpen. So you'd love to push him to 8 innings.
3-0 to Profar. Outside, ball 4. Leadoff walk. You love that. Braves have had so many more opportunities than the Nationals have had. Nats have had 2 base runners the entire game. Single in the first by Nunez, single in the 4th by Cruz. Both stole a base, and both are left stranded at second. That's been it for them. Braves have had multiple men on base. Olsen takes the ball low. Braves left him loaded in the first inning, left a runner stranded at 3rd in the 4th inning. Left a runner stranded at 3rd in the 7th inning. And the way that Sale's pitching, you feel like we can get 1 run. That could be enough. 1-0 to Olsen. And a strike. Fastball 93. Braves only have 1 more hit than the Nats, but 4 walks. Sale hasn't walked anyone. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Olsen swings and fouls one back. There's that bullpen phone again. I just heard it.
Yep.
Well, that tells you everything you need to know about how empty this place is when we're a mile high at the top of the stadium in the press box, and we can hear the phone ringing in the bullpen.
And these phones are excessively loud, too. It drove me nuts down there.
There's a 1-2 pitch. In tight. Would you say these are the loudest bullpen phones in the league?
No, it's everywhere. It's because
they're all that loud.
The manager can't stand it if the bullpen coach doesn't pick up the phone when he wants him to. So they crank these things up. Sounds like a jet engine.
Send them to voicemail. Here's the 2-2. Olsen fouls one off the gear of the catcher, Adams.
Yeah, and honestly, as a reliever down there, when that phone rings, there's no question. Your blood pressure, it just goes sky high. No, I don't care how long you've pitched. Happens every time.
2-2. That'll miss outside. 3-2. I mean, those phones down there, I'm guessing it's just an in-house network, if you will, where it just connects to the one phone in the dugout. And what I'm getting at is, it's not like you could go down there and get the number to the bullpen and call them during the game from up here, could you?
No, I don't think so.
3-2 to Olsen. And a fly ball towards left field. Lyle coming in under it, has it for the out. 1 out here in the 8th inning.
Actually, I might be incorrect, because I remember sometimes my time in Baltimore, the guys in the clubhouse could call the bullpen and say, hey, this guy needs this, or you could call the clubhouse the other way, too.
With an actual number, or they just all connected?
Yeah, like an extension.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be something if you got the Nationals bullpen number and you called them during the game tomorrow. Here's Ronald Acuna. There's a ball outside. Frank called the bullpen.
Funny you say that. I still have, in Fenway, the manager's office, there's a phone that sits on the desk for some reason. And I picked up the number of it early in my career, and I still have that number in my phone. The visiting manager's office at Fenway.
There's a 1-0 pitch. Acuna sends one foul. You want to call and order a pizza?
Yeah, well, it was a good time when Ron Washington was our coach with the Texas Rangers, and we'd call him, just have a little fun with him.
I can hear exactly how that phone call would go.
Oh, yeah. A lot of profanity.
No score, top of the 8th. Profar at first, 1 down. 1-1 to Acuna. High and outside with a fastball. Nationals have used Gore, Rutledge, and Pilkington on the mound. No score in this one. 2-1, ramps off the mound, out to second. DeYoung has it, steps on second, throws to first, and a double play. And he hit it hard, but it ramped right off the bump and perfectly hopped to DeYoung. And that ends the top of the 8th, so a leadoff walk and nothing more. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still no score in Washington.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Now at Verizon, lock in our low price, plus call Latin America whenever. Call Abuelita for her croqueta recipe. Celebrate that goal with your primos. And save big with Verizon. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. And free calls to Latin America for 3 years to an eligible country after $10 a month. Stop by your Miami Verizon store today. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Must add global choice plan within 30 days of activation. $10 per month credit applied for 36 months. Terms apply. Up to 5 hours per month to designated country. Overage apply.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things.
Get Truist One checking today. Truist Bank. Member FDIC.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. It's the perfect balance of peppers, vinegar, and the salty tears of Mets fans. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Traffic and weather can't keep you up to date on what really matters to you. Make Chuck and Chernoff part of your routine weekdays from 2 to 6 on 680 The Fan. Or tell your smart speaker to play 680 The Fan.
We continue with this stalemate here in Washington, D.C. No score into the bottom of the 8th inning. It'll be Chaparro, House, and DeYoung for Washington. And it's still Sale on the mound. And Sale at 90 pitches. First pitcher in the inning, a called strike. There's been one start this season where he's worked beyond 7 innings. That was when he went 8 2/3 against the Mets on the 18th of June. And that's the night that he fractured the rib cage. 0-1, chase and a miss. He went 8 2/3. You might recall he had a great diving play late in that game, and that ended up being the play that he fractured the rib on and then missed the next 2.5 months. And that's the only other start where he's worked past the 7th, and he's looking to log 8 innings tonight. The 0-2 pitch. That'll miss outside. 1-2. It's also the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. Braves have Tyler Kinley up and tossing in the bullpen. If the Braves strike out the side here in the bottom of the 8th, our contestant Joseph Bowers will be the lucky winner of a brand new Yanmar utility terrain vehicle. 1-2 fouled off to our right. Enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win a Yanmar UTV and also to be entered for a grand prize drawing coming up at the end of the season. Yanmar, built together, back longer. Chaparro is 0 for 2, 2 ground outs. 1-2. Got a piece of it, fouled it back. That was another changeup. That'll be interesting to study the breakdown when it's all said and done for Sale tonight with how many changeups he fired.
Yeah, that was his 21st of the season, of the game. I'm sorry, that's a season high. And, you know, we're in the 8th inning, and he's got a really nice, efficient pitch count. Maybe there's something to that changeup.
1-2 from Sale. And Chaparro bites the dust. He swings and misses at a slider. 7 strikeouts for Chris Sale.
You know, he does have some strikeouts on that changeup here tonight, but he's been using it to get contact, early contact outs, a weak contact that let this infield do their job and get these ground ball outs. So, you know, the results show you. The changeup's been great tonight.
Brady House, young man from Winder, Georgia, climbs in. He's 0 for 2. And he'll bounce one foul over by the on-deck circle by the Braves dugout. In the 9th, the Braves will have Albies, Ozuna, and Harris. And the left-hander Ferrer is now tossing for the Nationals. Sales 0-1 and a strike. Good looking slider on the outside corner. It came from around the block and down the street, coming back over the outside corner. 0-2, and he gets him swinging. Another slider. Back-to-back strikeouts by Sale. And now our contestant, Joseph Bowers, needs a strikeout here of Paul DeYoung to become a winner. And by the way, Sale has struck out DeYoung twice in the game. Sale with 8 strikeouts tonight. We mentioned the run that Sale has been on. 3 straight starts where he's finished with exactly 9 strikeouts. And he has 8 strikeouts. This could be the last batter that he faces. First pitch to DeYoung. And a strike. Well, that slider looking good here in the 8th inning.
He's putting it right where he wants it here in the 8th. He's a dangerous man when he's got that going.
It's 0-1. Comebacker up the middle and a base hit by DeYoung. Turned around a changeup on the 100th pitch of the game by Sale. 2-out single. That ends a stretch of 14 batters in a row sat down by Sale. And just the third base runner of the game for the Nationals. No winner in the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. But Joseph Bowers, thank you for playing. Announced the number 9 hitter, Jacob Young. Young is 0 for 2. Strikeout and a ground out. Sale back to work. First pitch strike. Went back to the changeup. He's had the touch on that pitch tonight. 102 pitches, 69 strikes. Oh, 1 to Young. In the air, foul into the seats down the right field line. What you'd love to see for Sale here is exactly what we saw in game 1 of the doubleheader. Go back to Jose Suarez's action. He struck out the last 2 batters he faced to end his 7 innings. Got James Wood in a big moment of the game. And Sale would love to put a bow tie on this one with a strikeout of Jacob Young. Way ahead, 0-2. Sale fires. Missed low and inside. Almost hit him with that slider. Chris rubs up a brand new baseball. In all likelihood, the final batter he's going to face tonight either way. Kenley continues to loosen up at the Braves bullpen. 1-2 pitch. Inside off the mid of Leon to the backstop. It caromed right back to him, but by the time he got it, DeYoung was down at second. That'll be a wild pitch. Lucky it didn't hit Young. Tried to bury a couple of sliders in there and he can't get it.
He's getting really close to hitting him on that back foot. Just needs to execute one more good pitch. Put 8 innings in the book.
Sale ready. 2-2 to the plate. Got him looking. Strike 3. Used a slider, that $1 million pitch, looking sharp as ever. And that ends the bottom of the 8th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the 9th. No score in Washington.
Braves fans, this is Mike Morgan, founder and CEO of 13 Heroes. Like you, I was devastated when tragedy struck in 2021, killing 13 U.S. servicemen.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor Portrayal. Terms and conditions apply. Not available in all states.
Hey, homeowners. Can I get a minute of your time? If you need cash but don't want another loan, I've got the perfect solution. You can access up to $500,000 of your home's equity without monthly payments or interest ever with Unlock. This isn't a loan. It's a home equity agreement. With Unlock, you may qualify for cash today in exchange for a share of your home's future value. No debt, no extra bills, just financial flexibility on your terms. Use the money however you want. Home improvements, paying off debt, investing, or boosting your retirement savings. Unlike HELOCs, home equity loans, or cash out refis, there are no monthly payments. No stress. You've built this equity. Now it's time to use it. Go to unlock.com for more information.
Don't wait. Call 888-780-6854 to unlock the equity in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Call 888-780-6854, 888-780-6854, or visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com for more information.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer who can navigate the hundreds of laws that can complicate.
Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Well, still goose eggs in the run column here in D.C. Both teams pitching a shutout thus far as we head into the top of the ninth inning. Braves will be squaring off with Nationals closer Jose A. Ferrer, 25-year-old lefty out of Dominican. He is on a roll lately. He's 2-0 with 9 saves, 2 holds, and an ERA just north of 1 in his last 15 games. He's also 9 for 9 in save opportunities during that stretch. So tough nut to crack here lately.
Take a peek at Jose Ferrer, lefty from the Dominican, ready to go to work on Ozzie Albies. And the first pitch on the way to Ozzie. Missed the inside corner. Ozzie Albies in his career 0 for 2 versus Jose A. Ferrer. A is short for Alexander, stands for Alexander, Jose Alexander Ferrer. 1-0 pitch. Ozzie takes the ball outside. Boy, what an outing for Chris Sale. 8 innings, no runs, 3 singles allowed. No walks, 9 strikeouts. 2-0 to Ozzie. Chopper out towards third, charging, gloving next to the bag as House throws over in time. Boy, what a play. And with Ozzie going down the line, that was a really tough play on House. I wasn't sure he was going to be able to pull it off. He figured it out.
Yeah, he's been put on a show over there at the hot corner today. Both games, making some really spectacular plays. Earlier, made a diving play, jumping up, throwing out Eli White. So, yeah, don't hit it to third. Hit it somewhere else.
He's been a black hole over there. 1 out for Marcell Ozuna. There's only one Brave on the active roster who's ever even had an extra base hit versus Ferrer. Ozuna takes a strike. It was Ha-Sung Kim, who was 1 for 1 with a double against him.
Yeah, those are tough to come by. Ferrer's throwing a 98-mile-an-hour bowling ball sinker, so a lot of his balls end up bouncing on the ground.
0-1 to Ozuna. Out back into the screen, 0-2. Nats in the bottom of the ninth will have top of the order Nunez, Cruz, and Bell. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for both teams. Oh, 2 to Ozuna. He tips one foul off the gear of Riley Adams. We're going to make the play of Sale tonight with the 8 scoreless innings. Our Truist play of the game. Brought to you by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC. Hoping for a bigger play, obviously, with a run here in the ninth. That is yet to happen. 0-2, check swing, he went. Pretty nasty changeup.
Yeah, Nats have something good here in Ferrer. You don't see a lot of 98-mile-an-hour sinkers. Talking about the ground ball rate, 65%, so 99th percentile. So he's really keeping the ball on the ground, throwing hard, and the key for guys like this is throwing strikes. That's the biggest hurdle for guys with that much movement on their fastballs.
2 down for Michael Harris. Left on left matchup. Harris 1 for 3 of the double. And he'll take a fastball, a little bit low, 1 ball and no strikes. Nats have used Gore, the starter, obviously. Rutledge, Pilkington, and Ferrer from the bullpen. Here comes the 1-0 pitch on the way. Harris takes a fastball inside. 2-0. Strike.
Oh.
Fastball looked pretty low, didn't it?
Sure did. Just hoping Michael could make it his way towards his 15th walk of the season. A very low amount for a full season.
Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Harris with a broken bat floater landed right in front of second, picked up swiftly by Nunez, guns over. That's out number 3, and that's a broken bat brought to you by Gorilla Glue for the toughest jobs on planet Earth. The official sponsor of Broken Bats is Gorilla Glue. We go to the bottom of the 9th. No score.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the...
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you, the gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
When you've been in a crash and your mind's racing.
When you've fallen in a store and are blaming yourself.
When you've been hurt at work and you don't know what to do.
Or if you've been the victim of a medical mistake, we've got you.
We've got what it takes to prove a case that the insurance companies can't ignore.
A new apartment home at Cortland.com.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. It's the perfect balance of peppers, vinegar, and the salty tears of Mets fans. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Traffic and weather can't keep you up to date on what really matters to you. Make Chuck and Chernoff part of your routine weekdays from 2 to 6 on 680 The Fan, or tell your smart speaker to play 680 The Fan.
Bottom of the 9th here in D.C. Brave starter Chris Sale with another Herculean effort. 8 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts. Unfortunately, the Nats pitchers have been just as good. Braves squandered a few scoring opportunities, so the game is still 0-0 into the bottom of the 9th. On to avoid a late inning loss, Tyler Kinley. He's been fantastic. He's on to pitch his 68th time of the season, 19th with the Braves, and with the Braves, 4-0 record with a .5 ERA. Picked up on July 30th from those high-altitude Rockies, and certainly enjoying his move down the mountain.
Yeah, great numbers for Kinley. Here's Nasim Nunez. He'll take a ball low. So it's up to Kinley to keep the Nats off the board, get this game into extra innings. Been a long day already. If it means getting a win, make it a little bit longer. Game 2 to this doubleheader. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Nunez. Kinley brings it. Nunez checks swing. It's a called strike, 1-1. Adolph Brujan in on the grass, right at the edge of the grass, just in case Nasim wants to put one down. Righty-lefty matchup. Nunez, the switch hitter. Kinley's 1-1. Strike. Loving that slider by Kinley. That pitch is definitely advanced for him since joining the Braves. The 1-2 got him swinging. I mean, put him on the tilt-a-whirl, getting him to swing and miss with that curveball. He spun all the way around. And one down to the inning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
No score, bottom of the 9th. Here's Dylan Cruz. Back at it, Kinley, and Cruz crushes one through the left side. Fortunately, that didn't get up off the ground. Hit a very swift swing and bolted one through the left side. It's his second hit of the game.
You were talking about that Tyler Kinley slider. It's been so good. Hitters now 3 for 43 in the last 2 months against that. That's the first hit allowed on that pitch in the month of September. So, you know, that one hit is not going to scare him away from going back to that.
Nor should it. Josh Bell, the batter, certainly has some power. Bell with 20 homers this season. Switch hitter batting from the left side. And Bell wrecks one deep down the right field line to the corner, off the wall on the fly. Around second, heading for third, Cruz. They will stop him there. Hit it so hard that Acuna got it in very quickly. And it's a single by Bell, but the winning run is at third base with one down. What a lightning bolt to right field off the bat of Bell. They'll pinch run for him with Hassel.
Yeah, again, we talked about how lightly attended this game is. I don't know that I've ever heard a ball hit off the outfield wall. So the combination of not many fans and how hard that ball was hit, we could hear it all the way up here. And a great play by Ronald in right field, reading that correctly. If that takes a bounce, a soft bounce off the chain link fence out there, game's over. We're packing up.
Infield comes in for Dalen Lyle. And if you were to ask the Nationals to have anybody that played in this situation, this might be the man that everybody would choose. Here's the first pitch on the way to Lyle. And he swings and ropes one down the right field line, hooking foul. Well, he really turned on that curveball. By the way, the last two balls put in play by Cruz and Bell, the single by Cruz came off his bat at 110 miles an hour. The single by Bell came off his bat at 113 miles an hour. Well, they have not been fooled by Kinley. No score, bottom of the ninth inning. Winning run is at third. 0-1 to Lyle. Flying outside, 1-1. Lyle has failed to reach base in this game, but he has reached base in 16 consecutive games. And he has gone 4 for 10 in this series. And he's trying to drive in Dylan Cruz to win this game here in the ninth. 1-1. Popped up on the infield. Under it is Kim. Kim next to the mound on the grass has it. That's a huge out. My goodness. And now 2 down here in the ninth.
And while that ball was in the air, I was thinking, do you consider trying to drop this ball? You know, get that double play. I just don't think you can do it there. You can't risk it. And Lyle did his job and was not running down the line, but jogging.
But get the out. Now you got to get this pinch hitter. This looks to be Garcia. No, it's not Garcia. It is Garcia, yes. So Louis Garcia will pinch hit for Riley Adams. Garcia in game 1 of the doubleheader was 1 for 4 with a single. Take that back. That was last night. In game 1 of the doubleheader, 0 for 4. Game 1 of the series, he was 1 for 4 with a single. Garcia, left-handed hitter. And it's up to Kenley to get this man out, get the game into the 10th inning. Winning run is at third and Cruz. Kenley deals. Garcia hits one hard. Deep right field. Taking flight at the wall. A leap, and Ronald has got the baseball. Ronald Acuna saving the day with a leaping catch at the wall in right field. He denies the Nationals, and we play on. That was hammered by Garcia, and Ronald with a magic trick out there in right field. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We play on to the 10th. No score in D.C.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and fair.
Bank. Member FDIC.
For game-changing performance on the field to getting things done around the house, doers make a difference. And when it comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door, the Home Depot is how doers get more done.
When the Braves are not on at night, hey, let's talk college football. Join me for the Buck Belue Show with Kelly Kroll weeknights from 6 to 8 on 680 The Fan.
Well, if 18 innings of baseball wasn't enough for you today, you are in luck because we're going to play the 19th here. We start the top of the 10th. Michael Harris II will be the ghost runner at second, and the Braves will be facing a new pitcher, right-hander Mason Thompson, 27-year-old out of Round Rock, Texas. Only pitched in 12 games this season, just 9 1/3 innings pitched, so he's got himself in a very high-leverage situation here.
Drake Baldwin will be called upon to pinch hit for Sandy Leon. Game 1 of this doubleheader started 10 hours and 1 minute ago. And we continue to play. Here's Drake Baldwin. Pitch on the way to Baldwin. And a called strike on him. Boy, what a moment by Ronald, flashing the leather in deep right to save the game. Looked like a game winner off the bat of Garcia. And Ronald with a catch up against the wall to send this game into extras. 0-1 to Baldwin. Big swing and a miss over the top of a slider. Got to find a way to score Michael Harris as he's the runner down at second. Baldwin in game 1 of this doubleheader was 0 There's the 0-2 pitch. That'll be fouled back. Baldwin went 0 for 5. Hit 3 ground balls to second base.
Yeah, that tells me that he's, as a left-handed hitter, he's just trying to pull everything. And what makes Drake such a unique hitter is his ability to spray the ball to all fields. You know, that flat swing, hits line drives to left. That's kind of his bailout swing late in the count. But yeah, those 3-4 threes tell you something in game 1.
Of course, one of those right here wouldn't be a bad thing. Vance Harris over to third base. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And Baldwin hits a high fly ball deep down the right field line, but that'll hook foul into the seats. Michael Harris and Nasim Nunez having a chat down there at second. Thompson, the 5th pitcher used by Miguel Cairo in this game. Braves are 7-8 in extra innings this season. Nationals 4-2. 0-2 is high. And just 6 extra innings games that the Nats have played in coming into tonight, so this being their 7th. And it's the 16th for the Braves. No score in the 10th. Can you believe that? See if Drake can change that. 1-2 pitch, and he hits one in the air to deep right field. Cruz back, Cruz to the warning track, over his head, off the base of the wall. Flying around third base, Michael Harris, all gas, no brakes. He scores. RBI double by Drake Baldwin. There's the game's first tally. It's 1-0 Braves in the 10th. Baldwin shocked that over the head of Cruz into the base of the wall in right field.
A really nice swing on a low breaking ball there. We've been waiting all night for that clutch hit. And we just had to summon the right guy off the bench to get it here in the 10th inning.
So you get that run in. Now you have the exact same situation you just had. Runner at second, no one out. Boy, 2 runs in a game like this would feel enormous. Now it's Vidal Brujan to the plate. Brujan shows bunt, and he jabbed at it and missed it. 0-1. 1-0 Braves here in the 9th. Correction, in the 10th. Been playing so long, forgot what inning it is. 0-1 pitch. Brujan shows bunt, pulls back, takes a ball.
Yeah, these extra innings in the modern game, strikeouts are necessary. Mason Thompson has a big arm, 95, 97 with that fastball. Just doesn't typically strike out a lot of guys.
1-1. Brujan bunts foul off the edge of the plate. That ball that Baldwin hit came off his bat at 111 miles an hour. Zipped it right over Dylan Cruz. A run on 4 hits for the Braves. No runs, 5 hits for the Nationals. Now Brujan stands there in the left-hand batter's box, trying to move along Baldwin. 1-2. Missed a little bit low.
I think we've determined this season, Drake's rookie year, that he's got that clutch gene. You know, he's come up with so many big hits for this team this year.
Well, that was a huge one. Coming up off the bench, game like this, 2-2 low and in. What I mean by that is chilly night, and raining. Not easy to just grab a bat, come off the bench, and hit one off the wall. Brujan is 0 for 1 with a pop out. He's just trying to move around Baldwin. 3-2, he swings and misses. Went to a knee, swinging over the top of a slider. 1 out of the 10th. That'll bring Kim to the plate. In the bottom of the 10th, the Nationals will have Chaparro, followed by House and DeYoung. That's 6, 7, and 8 in their order. The Braves will carry at least a 1-run lead to the bottom of the inning, but got a runner at second, 1 down. You got to find a way to drive him in. See if Kim can do that. Ball low and outside to Kim. And oh, by the way, Garcia, should they elect to stick with him, would be their runner at second. Drake a lead at second. 1-0 to Kim. Good eye, takes the ball outside. There are 3 other games taking place right now in Major League Baseball. First action of the day was right here for game 1 of the doubleheader. There's the 2-0 pitch in tied ball 3. And here we are late in the evening. Only a handful of other teams still playing, and Braves and Nats been playing all day. Everybody else started after us, finished before us. Here's the 3-0. Kim takes a strike. Taken all the way on that 3-0 fastball. Dodgers have a 4-0 lead against the Phillies. That game's out in L.A. in the 4th inning. Diamondbacks and Giants tied at 5 in the 6th. And the Marlins have a 6-0 lead in the 7th in Denver against the Rockies. 3-1. Bouncer up the third base line, foul. Thing is, final game of this series, it's not a night game tomorrow. We're going to be right back at it tomorrow with an afternoon game.
I feel like we've been at the ballpark so long, I don't remember what hotel room I'm in.
Here comes the 3-2 pitch. And Kim's able to send one into center field, down for a base hit. Coming around third base and holding is Baldwin. Jacob Young got to it quickly, sent it in. Boy, what a battle that was. Kim wins it with a base hit. There at the corners, 1 down. Now back to the top of the order to Profar. By the way, you've been gone from your room so long, your key might not even work.
That's the truth, man. Now, if the Braves get 2 wins out of this long day, it's been totally worth it.
There's no doubt about that. This is the 3rd doubleheader the Braves have had this season. They split a doubleheader with the Phillies earlier this year. They swept a doubleheader against the Marlins last month. They're trying to sweep a doubleheader here today. Pitch to Profar. Outside. 1 ball, no strikes. It's 1-0 Braves in the top of the 10th. Second game of this doubleheader. 1-0 to Profar. Strike. Right at the top of the zone. Got a sinker over. Right-hander Thompson set next to his right ear. 1-1 is outside. 2-1. Really making this right-hander work. Well, Chris Sale cannot get a win in this game. He was dynamite in this contest, keeping the Nationals scoreless as long as he did. 8 shutout innings. Then Kenley pitched the 9th. Got a great defensive play by Acuna to keep them off the board. Now the Braves leading 1-0. 2-1 to Profar. Low and in, almost hit him in the foot. 3-1 on Jurickson. On deck, Matt Olson. So if they walk him, they are loaded for the Braves' hottest hitter. Mason Thompson, right-hander, comes set. 3-1. Swung on and tipped into the mitt of the catcher Alfaro. Boy, he really took a hack of that one, didn't he?
Didn't get cheated on that swing.
Yeah, trying to put that up there in the second deck. Kim is at first. Baldwin is at third. Count is run full on Profar. 3-2. Check swing. They appeal. Ball 4. That'll load them up. So they are loaded for Olson. Let me tell you, this is not where Thompson wants to be right now.
No. These two have squared off twice before. Olson, 1 hit and 2 at bats. Hope to make that 2 out of 3 here. Sean Doolittle, Nats head of pitching strategy.
Now that's interesting.
Taking a walk out to the mound.
He goes out there. Their pitching coach is Jim Hickey. That's not him. It's the pitching strategist.
Maybe Jim Hickey checks out at 11 p.m. I don't know. Or he maxes out, times out 9 hours. He's like an airline pilot. He can only work 9 hours a day. Now, you're going to need some kind of strategy here to get Matt Olson out.
Well, this is a chance for a potential knockout blow right here. We'll see what happens in the bottom of the inning. This has been a night where runs have been so hard to come by. Braves had a missed opportunity way back in the first inning. Had them loaded. Didn't score. And here in the 10th inning, they've driven in 1 run, but they are loaded with 1 down for Olson, who's homered in 4 straight games. He's 0 for 4 tonight. First pitch to him, big swing, fouled back a fastball, 0-1.
But he is just under those high fastballs tonight. Getting off a lot of good swings right on time. Just barely swinging a tick under them.
P.J. Poulin is tossing in their bullpen. He pitched in game 1 of the doubleheader. 0-1 on Olson. Matt studies the right-hander Thompson. The 0-1. He swings and misses. That time a slider. It just dove down under the zone and under the bat of Olson. If Matt can't make anything happen, it'll be Acuna's turn. 0-2 to Olson. And he sends one down the right field line. He sizzles one into the corner. And here we go. Baldwin, Kim, Profar. They all score. It's a triple by Olson. Bases clearing triple by Matt Olson. He's doing everything here in Washington. Make it 4-0 Braves here in the 10th. That could be the dagger.
I'm sorry to be laughing on the broadcast, but it looked like somebody strapped a fridge to Matt's back around second base. He just kept on running. It's fantastic. What a hit.
He was carrying that grand piano all the way around the bases.
That's the triple he needed last night to complete the cycle.
And here comes manager Miguel Cairo. And he'll be making the call to the bullpen. So Matt being applauded by his dugout over there. Huge hit for the Braves. Nats make the Pennington Grass Seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Pennington Grass Seed, rooted in Braves country. It'll be Poulin when we come back. 4-0 Braves of the 10th.
Great teams win.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
After an accident, you may have an x-ray that looks normal, but you're still in pain. That's because soft tissue injuries like sprains and tears don't show up on x-rays. And if an insurance company doesn't see it, they may not believe you're hurt.
When they don't take your pain seriously, we fight back. We know doctors who are experts in diagnosing soft tissue injuries. They can help us prove that your pain is real, and we'll seek to get you paid for all of your future medical expenses.
Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now at Verizon, lock in our low price, plus call Latin America whenever. Call Abuelita for her croqueta recipe. Celebrate that goal with your primos. And save big with Verizon. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. And free calls to Latin America for 3 years to an eligible country after $10 a month. Stop by your Miami Verizon store today. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Must add global choice plan within 30 days of activation. $10 per month credit applied for 36 months. Terms apply. Up to 5 hours per month to designated country. Overage apply.
These are your own old warped windows and doors. This is the Power Company. Want to make it a fair fight? Get entered.
Down, Mason Thompson walks to the dugout, disappointed, dejected. On to relieve him, the lefty P.J. Poulin. He last pitched about 8 hours ago. Pitched in game 1 of this doubleheader today. 1 inning pitched, surrendering a double to Matt Olson. Of course, Matt having a pretty good day. Followed that up with that big triple. We appreciate you hanging around till the 10th inning to finally get some offense in this one.
Yeah, 4-run 10th. Now a shot at another run. Here comes Acuna with the infield in. Only 1 down. Ronald is the reason we're still playing after that great defensive play in the bottom of the 9th. Blowing inside from Poulin. By the way, that was career triple number 7 for Matt Olson and his 2nd of the season. 6 of his 7 career triples have come as a Brave. 1-0 to Acuna. Low and outside from Poulin.
You think about that bottom of the 9th. Ronald had another good play. That single off the wall from Bell that he played perfectly off the ricochet, preventing Dylan Cruz from scoring from first base. It's a really nice inning for him.
Poulin walked Acuna in game 1 of the doubleheader. 2-0 low and outside. And while Acuna in this game is hitless, his defense kept the Braves alive. And they have capitalized on that opportunity with his 4-run 10th. Chance at another run with Olson over there at third base. 3-0 pitch. Up and in, ball 4. Second time he's walked Acuna today. Now it's Ozzy's turn. Ozzy Albies is the 7th Brave to the plate here in the inning. Harris, Baldwin, Kim, and Profar have all scored here in the 10th inning. Ozzy batting from the right side. First pitch from Poulin. Swung on and raked deep down the left field line, but foul. That lands in a section that is completely empty. Fans run up the stairs about 40 rows deep, go looking for it. Like an Easter egg hunt up there. Going to Ozzy. Low and outside. Most of the sections in the stadium are completely empty.
I was just thinking, if you're a Nats fan, it might be time to go home.
There's the 1-1. That's fouled off. I've found the most interesting fan, I think, in the ballpark. If you look in the second deck above the right field wall, there's one guy out there in the second row. completely by himself. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Ozzie Albies from Poulin. That'll be hit in the air to right field. Cruz to his left. He's got it. Tagging from third base and scoring Olsen. Sac fly by Ozzie Albies. 5-0 Braves here in the 10th. RBI number 70 of the season for Ozzie Albies.
Well, got to go back to Chris Sale, right? We've talked about how well he pitched tonight and how he outlasted this Nats team. Their bullpen is 30th ranked in the league. ERA 5.47 coming into the game. Dead last. So if you can outlast this team, you got a good chance of winning.
He was so good this evening. Ozuna whacks one out to second. That'll be backhanded by DeYoung. Steps on the bag, and that ends the top of the 10th. But a very successful 10th for the Braves. We were scoreless through 9, and the Braves break through for 5 runs in the top of the 10th. We go to the bottom of the inning. 5-0 Braves.
Have you ever wondered if there was something special you could put on your food to make it even better? There is, and it's called the original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Perfectly blending zesty peppers, tangy vinegar, and salty.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the do.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Before you accept an insurance settlement for damage to your car, think about this. An accident stays on your car's history permanently, whether it was repaired or not. And if you try to sell it, a potential buyer can easily look it up and try to offer you less. That's diminished value. That's value you're entitled to. Value we fight for. Put our experience to work for you. Farah and Farah. Tampa.
These are your own old warped windows and doors. This is the Power Company. Want to make it a fair fight?
Bobbleheads, collectibles, and a replica jersey. Visit Braves.com/promos to see them all.
Hey, Braves fans, this is John Michaels reminding you that Jeff Francoeur joins Finn, home team, and me in the locker room every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on your radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan.
Tyler Kenley on the mound looking for 3 outs. Put this thing away. Braves have a 5-0 lead into the bottom of the 10th inning. Alfaro is the runner at second base. And here comes Chaparro. So Alfaro at second, Chaparro at the plate. First pitch swinging, line in the air to left field. In Profar, he's got it. 1 pitch and 1 down here in the 10th inning. One down for Brady House. Game 1 of the doubleheader started at 1:05 Eastern time, and here we are at 11:30 p.m. in Game 2. Game 2 had a 2-hour rain delay on the outset. Swing and a miss by Brady House. 0-1.
You know how I like to analyze bullpen usage and strategy. And sending Tyler Kenley back out for a second inning for the first time as a Brave tells me that Snit is tired and wants to go to bed.
Here's the 0-1. House takes the ball high and outside.
Yeah, he's yet to go 2 innings as a Brave. Did go 1 1/3 with the Braves and 1 2/3 with the Rockies a couple times. But yeah, I think Snit wants to talk with his pillow.
That makes 2 of us. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a ball low and outside. Well, like you mentioned, be worth it. Find a way to win this game. Game 1 started about 10.5 hours ago. And trying to take both games of this doubleheader. 5-0 Braves, bottom of the 10th. Here comes the 2-1 pitch on the way to House. Just outside, 3-1. Well, the biggest base hit, that bases clearing triple by Matt Olson. Braves had a 1-0 lead, but they had loaded them up, and Matt Rifled one down the right field line all the way into the corner. 3-1 in the air down the right field line towards foul ground. Olsen goes over, makes the catch, and into the sidewall. What a play by Olsen. Now he's been over, hands on his knees. Hopefully he's all right. Now slowly making his way back to his position. But he went back into his left, made the catch, and then went thighs first into that sidewall. It's padded down there, but yeah, it's still quite the blow. Hit him right above the knees. Actually, I think he got him just below the waist. So hit him in the place where you don't want to get hit. He's going to have to just walk it off.
I'm not sure Matt would agree with this, but that might be best case scenario for us. I hate for him to hurt his ankle or his knee. This too shall pass, Matt.
Yes, it will. Playing wall ball down the right field line. Here's a pitch on the way to DeYoung. And DeYoung takes the ball high. Nats down to their final out. Braves have a 5-0 lead in the bottom of the 10th. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to third. Brujan secures. He sends it over, and the Braves win both games in the doubleheader. We played for over 10 hours, 10 and a half hours of baseball. Of course, the downtime in between games, but from the start of game 1 to the last pitch of game 2, long day, but a good day for the Braves. Weathered the rain, the wind, and the Nationals, and win the final game of the doubleheader by a final score of 5-0 in 10 innings. Back with the totals after this.
Attention Braves fans, ever wanted to win a Yanmar UTV or a Yanmar SA223 tractor? Well, here's your chance. It's the Yanmar Strike Out the Side inning. During the 8th inning of every Braves game, one lucky fan will be selected for a chance to win a Yanmar UTV if the Braves pitcher strikes out the side. Plus, at the end of the season, you could win the grand prize, a Yanmar SA223 tractor. Register now at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win the Yanmar Strike Out the Side inning, where the excitement never stops.
Hey Atlanta Braves fans, this is Kelly Kroll asking you to step up to the plate for the men and women who have served our country and protected our freedom. The Warrior Alliance, an official community partner of the Atlanta Braves and the Atlanta Braves Foundation, is helping thousands of veterans to achieve success after military service. Either you or someone you know has served and deserves our support. The best way to say thank you for your service is by helping a veteran round the bases on their journey home. Donate today at thewarrioralliance.org.
Today's... I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply. Not available in all states.
Hey, homeowners. Can I get a minute of your time? If you need cash but don't want another loan, I've got the perfect solution. You can access up to $500,000 of your home's equity without monthly payments or interest ever with Unlock. This isn't a loan. It's a home equity agreement. With Unlock, you may qualify for cash today in exchange for a share of your home's future value. No debt, no extra bills, just financial flexibility on your terms. Use the money however you want. Home improvements, paying off debt, investing, or boosting your retirement savings. Unlike HELOCs, home equity loans, or cash out refis, there are no monthly payments. No stress. You've built this equity. Now it's time to use it. Go to unlock.com for more information.
Don't wait. Call 888-780-6854 to unlock the equity in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Call 888-780-6854, 888-780-6854, or visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com for more information.
Before you accept an insurance settlement for damage to your car, think about this. An accident stays on your car's history permanently, whether it was repaired or not. And if you try to sell it, a potential buyer can easily look it up and try to offer you less. That's diminished value. That's value you're entitled to. Value we fight for. Put our experience to work for you. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
These are your own old warped windows and doors. This is the Power Company. Want to make it a fair fight? Get energy-efficient custom windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Go to bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
2-hour rain delay in front of, they announced, 19,216. I'm definitely taking the under on that. Braves hit 2 homers in game 1 of this doubleheader. So that means tomorrow you'll score $100 off a set of select tires. At Tire Discounters, you're also going to get a free alignment, a free oil change with your tire purchase. And again, only from Tire Discounters. Learn more about the Braves and Tire Discounters round tripper promotion at braves.tirediscounters.com. Braves have won the first 3 in this series. They'll go for a 4-game sweep tomorrow. Tell you about that when we come back and close on the Braves Radio Network.
From joyful occasions to the unexpected, First Franklin Financial makes loans for living, offering fixed rates and flexible terms on loans up to $15,000. The next time you're looking for some extra cash to help make ends meet, come see the friendly Franklin folks or visit us at oneffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria and may require collateral. First Franklin Financial Corporation is licensed by the Virginia State Corporation Commission, CFI 215, Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee 5656, MMLS number 141654, not available in North Carolina.
Change is always happening, but no matter what changes in 5 years, there's one thing that will stay the same: the price of your internet. With the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Get 1.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through September 30th, 2025. 0 down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.64 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Refresh your home's floors with a more durable carpet. Right now, save 10% on Life-Proof Carpet System. Let us install it for you with prices starting at just 49 cents per square foot. Have peace of mind and choose comfortable and stylish carpet that can easily stand up to life's messes. Upgrade your floors with the Life-Proof Carpet System today from the Home Depot. Offer valid September 11th through September 28th, 2025. Base price for standard installations only. Exclusions apply. For licenses, see homedepot.com/license numbers.
Digging, grading, tilling, and mowing. All in a day's work with Yanmar, the tractor that works as hard as you do. Discover new possibilities. The Yanmar tractor.